Make sure Fantasy Grounds isn't crashing. Yay, it's not. Starting round 6. That's right, 6. 36 seconds ago, Din shot the heart for the first time. Okay. Where are we?
Many maps.
Yeah, we're gonna open with Strahd taking a legendary action. That shouldn't be a surprise.
Oh, we ended on Dr. Rubin's turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Remembering layer actions. Yeah, you've played high level things. Layer actions happen on initiative count 20. Legendary actions can happen anytime at the end of someone's turn. Most creatures get 3 legendary. Most creatures that have legendary actions get 3 legendary actions per entire round. Uh, he currently has all 3 of his because his turn just ended a minute, and then it's Doctor. It's the end of his turn, the beginning, and then the animate object took a turn. So
Yeah, so it was at the top of Dr. Rudolph's turn. And could
right,
you show the map? I don't have it.
I sure can. Actually, it's possible it's more than round 6 because I think I might have been clicking around without actually finishing the combat tracker round. So it does feel like it was more than 6 rounds.
And just one reminder about the magic circles. He has disadvantage on attacking anyone in the circle.
Magic Circle gives him disadvantage.
Yeah.
I
On
mean, I
attack.
was pretty sure he had disadvantage anyways.
Yeah, but just in case that
Let's
didn't happen.
magic circle. Yeah, I've
A
been.
lot.
I was gonna read through that in the week, and it's been 3 hours. Oh, I just grabbed it too. Because it is really the MVP right now.
A lot more of the map is now revealed.
I don't care. My
Spirit
bad.
Magic Circle.
Hey, look, it's the
Spirit Magic
you're
Circle.
you're right. I did reveal more of the map than I meant to, but I'm over it.
Spirit Magic Circle.
Basically, I just forgot to put the fog of war back on. When you cast a spell, you can elect. Right. Choose one or more of the following creatures. Celestial target is relevant. Target affects creatures chosen to voice. Creature can't willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical means.
So we reverse that because it's inverted.
If the creature tries to teleport or enter, it must first succeed a charisma saving throw. The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets within the cylinder, and targets within the cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by the creature. That part right there was fucking epic. That was the big. I was like, holy shit. And he currently isn't really packing. Well, I'm not going to confirm it, but when it comes to teleporting out of the circle with the charisma saving throw, kind of not holding on. He doesn't really have teleport right now. I don't remember if he has a um Misty Step right now or not.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
When you cast a spell, you can elect. Okay, we know all that. Okay, so we're gonna keep that handy, but I think we got that. And again, at this point, the combat tracker is so confused that we usually roll one, see what happens, and then adjust. Because I didn't have time to go through that. All right, so as I was saying, if we were to look at the combat tracker, at the very bottom, the animate object took its turn. That turn ending, Strahd can take a legendary action in between any 2 people's turns. He's got his 3 legendary actions right now. They'll reset on his turn. The legendary action he's taking is, of course, move. Strahd moves up to his speed without provoking attacks opportunity. He spider climbs up on the wall. He's trying to get away from the Sun Sword, which puts him kind of hanging from the ceiling, looking down.
You did what? You did the vampire thing?
He did the vampire thing.
You jumped up on the ceiling,
It's about 20 feet away.
flipped around, did the spinning that thing?
But he can't get out of this cylinder, and he feels a lot more trapped than he wants to.
He's trapped and he realizes it.
And that
wiggy.
is 1 legendary action.
And you
This
said how
movement-
high are the ceilings?
I put this room at 20. I was gonna go look it up. It might be 30.
'Cause if it's 30, he can't be on the ceiling because the cylinder goes up 20 and he wouldn't be able to go higher than that.
Let's call it 20. I had that. Do I still have that handy dandy? Oh, that's not gonna help.
As you looking
Now I'm kind of hoping it's 30.
Right? So as I look at this map, the hardest area was of course at 190. The Spires of Ravenloft ground floor where you guys are is 30, and then this doesn't really answer that question. Yeah,
Is there a
from
description of the hallway? Or?
yeah, I'd have to go find it. Just like general information on. I'm taking too long. Dealer's choice, Steve. 20 or 30.
Oh, I think 20. The last time we were in there, you said 20. So
Yeah,
like,
Okay.
this-
So he's up on the ceiling. And that magical barrier stopping him from going through the ceiling, and he knows it. And he can't go through the floor very far either, because there's that barrier. That barrier's there too. And we ruled that barrier's there,
Yep.
so he's stuck in there. But he can be on the floor and he can be on the ceiling. He just can't get through them.
Right.
So that's where he's at. And that makes it Dr. Rudolph Van Richten's turn.
Run in, fireball, straight up.
No. Where's my boy's cantrips? Guidance, light, shillelagh, and thaumaturgy. You do not have an offensive cantrip.
Oh,
you useless
shillelagh.
piece of shit. He shillelagh'd his sword already.
He should have used it.
He did. Is he concentrating on anything? I don't think so.
Death Ward, I think.
Death ward isn't concentration.
Didn't he
Okay.
also have Sanctuary?
Oh, he did, yeah.
He gave sanctuary up when he attacked him last turn.
Do something good, Rudolph.
Yeah. In the interest of complicating my life, he is going to cast Bless. Bing.
Who do you play?
Bing. The three he sees.
Oh,
The three in the circle. And he's gonna take another step back.
You could bless Strahd, it would have the adverse effect, right?
No, he blessed Stroud, and Stroud would get a D4 to his attack rolls.
Damn it.
So let's not do that. You could Bane. You know what Bane is. You must have forgot for a moment. All right.
I know.
That brings us to the
Got me.
Bard, who
Bang, bang, bang.
Share that
That's
other map
Ravenborn.
too, because some of us are still in the stairway.
The
I got
little
it. The only one
The
still
little-
really on the stairway is Fjordgi.
So is Michael and Emil.
And
Michael? Michael's the thing?
Emil!
Rahadin is also there.
I can't hear Tony. What was that?
Rahadin is also there.
Yeah.
When I said really, I meant PCs. And then I went to click on the other map, and it wasn't right where I wanted it. And, anger happened, but I want to be okay. Yeah, there's a empty spot on my screen for where that map should be. It's not there. I will go get it. There it is. Oh, yep, I left Michael on it.
That's okay, because Emil, Björgi, and Michael are going to try to take down Rahadin.
Oh, you want to leave them over there?
Yeah, we're going to try to keep him from getting
Yeah.
frightened.
Where the hell did...
We are? That's what you said.
So I already have Emil on the map here, on the map you're on, Steve.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. He can kill the vampire one, but at least try.
We'll do that one at a time instead of trying to set that up now. We'll worry about that later on their turns. She's here. I don't know. I mean, you see a malevolence in her smile. This looks good. Don't see any reason to get involved in this. Yeah. I mean, do I? She kind of gets close to the field. I don't know. 15 foot, 5, 10, 15. She's going to hit a couple chords just right on that violin, and you do feel a force pushing you as she casts Thunderwave. It's going to affect 1, 2, 3, and 4. Any failures in there?
The Spectre.
Gabriel, that looks like a fail. Failure, success, success, failure. Yeah, you and the Spectre failed.
I did
Oh, wow.
not.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh.
You did not lose whatever you're focusing on, which I don't remember what it is at the moment. A lot of room for you to be pushed back, though. Does Thunderwave knock prone if you can't move 10 feet away? So yeah, you're... And she's smashed into that area over there. And then she takes a step back. Now, you said you'd rather Emil was focusing on Rahadin?
Oh, no. Vampire Spawn. That's when I thought Emil was still in that stairwell.
Right.
So at this point, you should go after the bard.
After the bard?
Yeah. He was right around the corner there. You would have seen her go in there.
Look at that.
Keep her busy.
Yeah, he's not touching the bard. You see him head up to her and try to claw her, and he just kind of stops. And you've seen Sanctuary work before.
Oh, wow. So she cast Thunderwave and then Sanctuary? Is that kinda how that happened?
You could stop and make an Arcana check. Take some time, try to figure out why. It looked like the effect of Sanctuary.
Okay. Well, I got knocked down.
It's coming from the violin. It's the bard. The instrument is the problem.
All right.
It's a bard. Grab the instrument. Where were we? Ah, poor Strahd.
Poor Strahd. There's no such thing as poor Strahd.
I think so.
He's been doing this for like 300 years. Come on.
I feel sorry for him. Vicky is in the
That's
middle of
good for
making a
you.
charisma saving throw. She failed. Where is Vicky? Oh, she's probably right after you, right, Steve? There she is. 5.5 on tracker, so here's 0.4. The shield's guardian statue pulls away from her and gives her a look. Puts her hands on her hips. Her.
Wait, what happened to Vicky?
Vicky's shadow just pulled off from the ground and away from wherever else it was. It
Oh.
gained form, and now an illusionary version of Vicky's shadow standing there, staring at her, like there's gonna be a tussle. Spectre. Take that, Vicky. Probably has disadvantage. Wow. Okay. Old
Dropped it.
female dwarf. Okay, old female dwarf. I see how it is. Wow. Fjorgi.
I need the other map.
I'm heading there. I'm getting there now. I'm getting a little confused at how many copies of this. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, I can fix that. I can work with this.
Usually, if you click on them in the combat tracker, it'll bring the map they're on up.
My problem is I've prepared for this so many times that I have 2 copies of the same map. On one of them is Michael, and on the other one is Fjorgi. And I'm like, what are we talking about? And
We went into separate pocket dimensions? Damn it. How did I do that?
I lost something. I'm not sure what I lost. Oh, Rodin.
They're coming down the stairs. Coming down the stairs. They're in Paris. Oh, they're on the stairs. Oh,
Oh, perfect.
2 capable warriors,
And then like
1
Right.
lousy man.
right about here is the entrance to the other map. It's just yeah. Earlier today I realized I missed like spiraling around once, and I'm not going to go back on it now. So
Ready?
I'm ready.
Alright. Rushing in 5, 10, 15. Okay.
As you approach him, you start to hear some wails and screams in like the distance. Just a warning.
Oh, I am distracted.
25 hits him.
He's gonna try and knock the concentration right off.
And once more with healing.
Get him to roll his concentration first. Then take the shot.
He's not gonna. This ancient whispers of the dead that he's killed hundreds of thousands. There's no concentration on that. That's a curse. That just happens to work in his favor.
And can I attempt to step around him?
Yeah, you can walk around him all you want.
Alright,
There's
so
enough room. There's enough room for 2 people on the stairs.
20, 25 gets me there.
Push
Okay.
him up the stairs. There's no rail. What?
All set?
You almost pass.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
That's
he's
me.
got- Cool. He's got places to be. So we'll pop that there. This is running a little more smoothly on my end, anyways. He is going to should use the combat tracker. That's what it's there for. Okay, here's his moment.
Who's wrong? The wizard?
The wizard.
The wizard showed up?
Only
Stepping
we-
out of invisibility.
If only we leveled up one more time.
You're not wrong.
I would have had 3 attacks.
What
I would have had counterspell.
what level is Mage Circle?
I believe 4th.
3rd level Abjuration. Oh no, that means he doesn't even have to roll.
And the counter concept in a dispel is different. Counter is at the time you cast something. You can't counter something after it's cast.
Correct.
The Rudolph counter is counter. That's why we have
That's
Rudolph
what-
over.
That's what Dispel Magic
Still
is
be a
for.
roll.
That's
Right,
what Dispel Magic
can
is
still
for.
be a roll.
Dispel Magic at level 3 dispels anything at level 3.
Automatically?
Double checking. I think it works in that regard. It works
I thought it
very
was
similar
a
to
roll.
Counterspell. Any spell
Right,
of third
no, I
level or
agree.
lower on the target ends. On the target. Let's keep going. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Okay. The magical effect within
Does it
range is
know where
obviously.
it's coming
The magic circle is very obvious to any arcane caster, not to mention the undead arcane caster. There's no maybe there. Unless someone wants to counter the dispel
from? All
magic.
right.
That's an option.
Okay, now I have a question. He's targeting her. Can I use my
He's targeting her. Doesn't. But what is that? Doesn't mean. Well, help me out here. He's targeting
Wait,
magic
wait,
circle.
follow my train of thought?
Okay.
Let me finish my sentence. Follow my train of thought. He's targeting her. I have the Valiant Guardian, which allows me to swap places with something being targeted
There's no her.
on an
I'm
attack.
confused.
So I'm wondering if
I think that
I would be changing. The target would be her in that
Nope.
5-foot square. I would move her from the 5-foot square and put her in
No.
my square.
The
Target
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 is
is the circle and it's
the
not
target
an
is
attack.
the magic circle.
And that's on the ground.
It's
And
not.
it's
There's
not
no
an attack either.
Yeah, he's not targeting her at all. He's targeting the magic circle.
The only person I think that can do anything is Dr. Rudolph because none of us have counterspell. That was my whole thing when we lost.
That's right.
Shamir.
He's supposed to be the counterspell, and he is within 60 feet. Counterspell is a reaction, and
Automatic.
he
because-
still has spell slots. You are correct, Steve. Boom. As the vampire Abjurer tries to get rid of the magic circle, you see Van Richten on the other side countering what he's doing, and back and forth they're both like, no, yes,
And
no.
Magnus and
And then-
Gabrielle both do their best Deadpool quick take back and forth. He comes in, aha! Who's saying? I look at Gabe. Gabe looks at me. We look at him. He looks back over at that guy.
But then
We-
I say, Jen, Vicky, you have a new target.
Oh, I know.
That-
Oh, I know. It was between, or I was going for the Bard or the Abjuration, one or the other.
So,
One
Dr.
more round. Of,
Van Richten was very focused on Strahd. He didn't see it, but Gabriel's like, that. And now Van Richten is focused on the wizard, and the wizard is focused on Van Richten, and it's going back and forth.
We're in the middle. This is great.
Both of them blew level 3 spell slots. And that was his turn. And that brings us to Rahadin.
Bye. He's up there.
Where is Rahadin? There he is.
Fuck up.
There's a Fjorgi.
Oh, don't fuck with
Yeah, you're in the way.
No, he's not.
that's all I thought.
Yeah, he's got that 3 times a day, and Strahad's in trouble. That puts him.
No, he's not. He's
here.
fine. He's taking a nap on the ceiling. That's what bats do, right? Hang upside down.
He's gonna. That was a bonus action, so now he's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay.
Does he continue?
What? You couldn't have got an attack of opportunity on his ass?
No,
Who wants it? Oh, Emil?
Emil, Fergie,
No.
Michael?
I
Oh,
can't.
he missed. He stepped past everybody else, but Emil can get a swing.
How many charges he got on that thing? Is that a 2x2 or a spell?
He gets 3 a day, like just
That's
a
two.
lot of monsters. Yeah, that's 2.
Two. Just saying.
I'm bored. And whips a poison dart at Din and hits. Anything you can do about
really
that one,
should
Pat?
think about the power vacuum that you could pick up if, once we kill Strahd.
You're talking to the wrong NPC on that one, but there's a few people here you could convince. The backstory on the Chamberlain is he's been loyal as fuck to Strawhide through life and death for like 500 years. Wrong NPC to pull that one on. I'll hit you on that. There are NPCs that might work on though. Pat, this poison dart's gonna hit you. Is there anything you can do about that?
Not at all.
Too hard. Can't do anything.
Have 10 points of damage, and is there a saving throw involved in that? Nope. It's just damage.
Those poison damage doesn't poison me.
Why wouldn't
Not
it?
all poison damage does poison.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna die.
I think you might.
Critting?
Yep. Din goes down. Rahadin went.
This guy got multiple attacks and movement. Okay. Yeah. He's dead. Archer down.
And there's nowhere for this guy to hide as he moves, so you see him clearly. He's got some daggers he can throw. Din's down, so he's going to throw them at the closest thing.
Why does he want to get me so bad?
That's a miss.
I didn't destroy the heart or anything.
Go back here a little bit and get out of range. Oh, you were there. That's pretty much covered it. You do have the book. But I forgot about that. Michael, what would you like to do?
How far into the room can he get now?
Let's
No.
he's only 10 feet away from being on that map, so he's like on the stairs and then 10. And I realize that's landing, but
Okay. And he'll come at the wizard.
oh my god. Is he actually going to hit the wizard?
We're gonna
might.
try.
He might. There's a little bit of mage armor protecting him, that's it. Michael, this is your moment again.
Did he find the right one?
23!
Oh, and full damage.
You should get a smite die for that.
Yeah,
Now with-
what's a... I thought that sword was
One
like...
die six. Give him a
That's-
smite die for that bullshit.
Actually,
On full game.
yeah, he did it.
Oh, that sword has the... You know what? Time out. That sword
Throwing
has
sword?
the ability to cast Crusader's Mantle.
Oh,
and-
really?
Oh.
And it does. Michael doesn't need to do it. The sword just gets in on that.
Oh,
Because
nice.
it's a sentient
The sword
sword.
likes what he feels.
And...
So do I add the effect onto Michael then?
Yeah, but for the moment, just roll a d4.
Okay.
Oh, we both put the effect on there.
There you go.
He got full 4. Michael.
You got all
full-
4?
Yeah.
That's full
He
damage.
racked up full damage on everything.
Yeah.
14
More-
points. You go, boy.
More importantly, that's radiant
I
damage, so
think-
that vampire is going to skip its regen.
That's right. Look at Michael showing up. And Fergie's coming next.
Oh no.
He's not going to live. You know that, right?
Oh no, Michael. No.
What?
He's he might be
In
okay.
position.
This is the moment that all the swords that were left up there start flying in, and they're coming after the first thing they see. There's 6 of
Which is going to
them.
be Michael away.
There's
Yeah, when-
6 animated. I'm sorry. What's going on?
Not going after Fergie?
After Furgy. Oh, he's still up there.
There were like 3 of them up there at least.
Hang on.
Sorry.
I can do that. I can do that.
You have a better armor class than
No.
that.
No, they're heading right. They're heading towards Strawhide because the heart's gone. So they fly right past him and they head into the area and
Even an attack of opportunity.
well, no, they're all coming from the middle of the cylinder. They're nowhere near Furgy.
Oh, then they're gonna ignore Michael and go help Strahd.
Okay. I can live with that. They have a fly speed of 50, so they'll double, which means they'll get to here and then they'll still have to go 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So the they're all just going to appear on the map, but what's happened is they've flown in through the center of the tower piece through the door, and Mike can actually take an attack opportunity against one of them if he wants. There's actually they're surrounding the area that Strawhad's at, and because they're tiny, they're going to be in squares with others. So just imagine you're surrounded by swords.
Okay.
It's like I'm putting the tokens on the map, but
He'll just attack one of them. Oh, one of them's dead. Over there.
we'll get that out of there.
Where did they all come from?
I hit number 3 as
so-
it runs past.
To keep the cinematic clear, they all flew in from this side, Christian. They all came down the tower and flew in through this area. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now they're spinning in that area. But they're tiny, so they can be in the squares with the rest of you. I'm just putting them in a map where you can target them. But they're actually kind of like surrounding Strawhad.
He hit the one.
Mike hits one as it passes. He gets one reaction. And
And he
destroys.
killed it.
That one never made it. That one broke over here, all over the wizard. Damn that guy. And that's the animated Halbert's turns, because they had a double move to get there. Din, I need a death save. Well, D20, please. That's a 2. You are welcome to roll a D4 from the blessed, but it's not helping.
Steve, what did I put for the thing?
Oh, did you get yours already?
Yeah, from
Oh, okay.
That brings us to Magnus.
Kill the straw. Kill the straw. Or is it straw HD?
Is that what we're doing here?
I
Here's
think
bonus
so.
action.
Ooh. Thank you.
That could work.
Ooh,
That could totally work.
indeed.
Who is he throwing it at,
I
Strahd?
wonder. No. He made it.
Hey, you're supposed to have disadvantage on it already.
On the saving throw?
On a wisdom saving throw.
On a wisdom saving throw. Roll it again. I'll take the lower result. He's fine.
He still has disadvantage on wisdom saving throws.
We just covered that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
There's no way to code that one, so we just roll it twice. How do I out of game, just because we're enjoying the behind the curtainness of it. Legendary creatures like Strawhad also have the ability to automatically make a saving throw like once a day or something.
Right.
He hasn't used any of those yet. He's got 3.
Right.
Yeah, he hasn't used
But
those
that
yet.
counts as a legendary ability, right?
It doesn't count towards his legendary actions. It's called legendary resistance, and basically it just says if Strawhad fails a saving throw, he can choose to succeed. He gets 3 a day, and he hasn't used one yet. Even when you paralyzed him, he hasn't used one yet. He rolled those. I'm like, oh, well, those are still in the back pocket. We're not there yet. We're getting there. Compel Duel does not take hold. He stays on the ceiling. And what do you say to him when you try to get him off the ceiling?
I see here, catch this.
You threw the sun sword at him?
No, I jumped up and hit him. He's only 20 feet up, at best. I'm more than 10 feet, and I can jump at least half my height.
You
I
can
can swing a
jump.
sword out.
You can jump exactly 6 feet. You have a strength modifier
Right.
of 3, and you can jump three more on top of that. Hank, jump rolls.
Strength mod plus 3.
Yep. Strength mod plus 3. You can jump 6 feet, which leaves him a good 10 feet away from you.
I can jump 6 feet. I'm 6 foot.
Up.
It's 12. The sword extended. Oh, it's 2 feet.
Okay, I'll look it up.
That's still like 14. He's like spider climbing. So he doesn't dangle.
Am I going to need to grab my
No,
player's
I got
handbook for
you.
this?
We're doing the-
Hey, Dan, I just sent you a message.
What are we doing?
I can't do anything else.
I do.
Looking up
That'd
the
be the
jump
cast
rules
that I
on
threw
the...
the freaking X.
Oh,
I
I don't
should
have to
throw
look
the
them up?
buckets on.
Okay.
Sure,
Yeah, vertical jump is... your
I just
height
took like 50 damage in a turn, so it was hard to use it.
Oh, no,
your
I
height
can get you
plus
back up.
6,
Yeah,
12.
But then, if you take that, then you should be good.
yeah. Hopefully, I can survive the combat.
6, 3, and 3. Is that how it works? So maybe 12?
So I get 10 turns. Yeah.
It's so much easier to find the jump rules in the player's handbook when I have the book.
It's all right. If I can't reach him, I can't reach him. It's heavy armor. I get it.
He didn't, and he didn't run the 10 feet. That's true.
We've got swords, we've got a big animated statue, and some...
I guess I threw my sword at him, which is absolutely a horrible idea.
That's a really
No,
bad idea.
just kill the animated sword. He's got to come down sometime.
Yeah, in about an hour.
We've got so many other creatures in here.
Start crawling on a wall is not proper. And I'm just trying to burn out whatever I can on his
I
fucking
can't read
magic
those
stack.
words. They're way too small.
So yeah, I guess I take the swing at the sword.
I'm
16 points of damage on 9.
I'm missing what happened? I'm lost.
As opposed to the attack that went through, the 20 hit and the thing, I'm saying it's going to be on the sword as opposed to Stroud if I couldn't reach him.
Oh, you're swinging at the
I bring
sword?
going for the reach and bringing it down on the sword.
That's no problem.
And I whack the one in front of Gabriel. No, the one in front of Gabriel. I don't care about the one that's by me and Vicky. Yeah, there you go. Thank
No
you.
problem. I did what I didn't want to do.
I like that. I don't know if I like that, but I like that.
I went online to find the jump rules, which means I'm going to crash my fantasy rounds.
Mm. I think they cover vertical or horizontal well. I don't think they cover vertical well. I don't know. I can't remember.
No, they cover both okay. Three plus your strength. You leap into
Javelin.
the air.
That's
three
what I
plus
should be
your
running
move.
around with. Should be running around with javelins.
When you make a strength high jump, you can jump only half the distance. Either way, each foot. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'm gonna go get the adamantinium armor, silver plated, and go hugging vampires.
Yeah, you get about 12, 13 feet, which is still a good 7 feet away from him with a high jump. If you had a 10-foot run, which you didn't have, so half of that. It's pretty sad.
I got you.
That's why he's up there. There's a
Yep,
sun
that's why I tried
down
to
there.
compel first. The idea was to compel his ass into, and then I wasn't really going to swing at him. I was going to take shots at swords, but the idea was to get him locked in another disadvantage. Get him to burn a spell or a counter or whatever.
Gabriel?
Okay. Well, using a bonus action, I'm going to do Healing Word on my fallen friend because he has a potion of invulnerability. So I'm not going to spend one of the big spell slots on it. So I can still do.
Drink the potion. And the notion is to drink that potion.
So now, on top of that, we are going to do Call Forth the Family.
Ooh.
The fam?
Ooh.
That's gonna be fun.
Ooh, no.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
that's good time. Yes,
That-
what? You gonna
that's
counterspell
a-
that?
Yeah, Strawhead burns a level 3 on that. No.
That's
He's
one.
already stuck in here.
No way. I was crouching.
I'll be right back.
It's good.
All right, so I don't cast that. But I do move out of the circle.
There's a magic circle around Strawhead, and he's undead, so he can't get out of it. And then he was about to cast Spirit Guardians with it.
Now you're playing.
No. Okay, what's up?
All right, so it didn't work, and I just step out of the circle.
He eyes you the whole time. He's
And I
really
say,
weird.
this. I came to help.
What does Vicky do?
I came to boom, 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 and a zoom, zoom. And shit, yeah. Oh,
What does Vicky do? Did she get her regeneration?
I just did it. I don't know why it didn't happen automatically. Regen should be on when I'm here, and I click here. Yeah, it did happen. She got it back. Okay, we're good.
Vicky. Come on, Vicky.
I don't know what. She can't get to Strahd.
Get sticky, Vicky. Why not?
Hmm?
Why couldn't I can't?
He's 20 feet up there. Up there.
I got an argument. I just remembered something.
I'm
Where
listening.
we left off combat. Where did we leave off combat? I
Van
was in
Richten's turn.
Strahd Raffle.
Oh, he must have let go of you when you ran up there. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Alright.
He was about to eat you. I forgot all about that.
Right, no, and I would have hit him. That would have been great.
Yeah.
Well, that.
You leave me, man.
I guess she'll attack her own. Well, the shadows haven't attacked anyone, have they?
Hasn't been its turn yet.
No, any of the shadows.
You're convinced. Besides your shadow that already broke Strawhead's hold on it, the other shadow are acting normal. That Vicky shadow's about to attack Vicky. That Spectre is continuing to attack. Your shadow just isn't under Strawhead's control.
Yeah, your
You rolled
shadow declared
You rolled some
independence.
natural 20 cray cray.
All right, well, I guess she's gonna attack.
Ever have your shadow take control of you? We'll come to Umbreon Shadow Shop and get your shadow.
She get sneak attack on the sword if she attacks the sword.
Sure.
Okay, then she'll just go after that right now.
Right now the swords are creatures. They count towards all that. Yeah.
Hit. She has her sneak attack on. Yep. All right. here we go. Okay. And then. Yep, I guess that she's gonna stay right there then. Well, that's Vicky's turn. Oh, thanks.
At this point, Strahd releases from the ceiling and drops down in front of Magnus. That's in between Vicky's turn and Vicky Shadow's turn. It is now Vicky Shadow's turn. Once again, Vicky. Oh, yep. That's disadvantage because you're an undead inside that circle. No, thank you. Gabriel Shadow is free. Do, 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 do,
Cool face, Gabe Share.
do.
Cool face, Gabe Share.
And Gabriel, you make an insight check. Yeah, you're
19.
aware of it. The smallest wisp of your shadow just tried to swing at the rogue behind the wall over there. You're aware of it.
All right. I look up at Strahd and smile, hoping he's aware of it too.
No, he's got no idea.
Okay.
Gabriel left, which makes this annoying. Okay, after Gabriel Shadow's turn, Strahd is going to try to attack Magnus with an unarmed strike. Probably with disadvantage. Why is that advantage? I'm so lost. Are you attacking Berserker Lee again?
Oh, but I did. No, wait, I did. You're good.
He still probably has disadvantage like 6 different ways right now.
You're not wrong.
Where are you?
This is good for good and evil still on me. Then I would
Yeah.
still be protected. Yeah. Then the other one bounces off. So yeah, I would still be protected.
How does that even begin? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Protection from good and evil. Yeah, that should be disadvantage. Oh, am I not? Yeah, that's what I'm doing wrong. I have more than one tab for Strahd. One's for layer actions, one's for legendary actions, and one's for Strahd. And I forgot to give the legendary action one the undead type. So it's not counting it as an undead trait. And I'm going to fix that now because this isn't the first time I've made that mistake.
I don't know. I can't heal. I need to be in combat this time.
There we go. Let's not have that mistake again. Okay. Unearned straight.
I'll be.
Natural 1. Oh, it's still rolled with advantage. You've got to be kidding me. Whatever. I'll just do it myself. 19 is a miss. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
That was the end of Vicky. That was the end of Gabriel Shadow's turn. Which Gabriel Shadow has a turn now. Let's just put that out there. Yeah. Strahd's gonna pop a level.
You sure
Or
I just
two.
took swings at me?
Sorry,
What just took swings at me?
Strahd.
Okay.
His third and final legendary action before the start of his turn was to take a swing at you, and now his turn started over. He's got his legendary actions back.
And then he's going to use another one to climb back up the wall. Just so
Yeah,
you
he's
know.
out of there. Yeah, he's out of there. It's stay alive in this circle for an hour for this guy.
Which pretty much means we can all leave the circle and just attack him.
I was waiting on that. Yeah. Is he gonna? But does he? Could he? No. That's no fun.
No, I wanted to defend him. Expect him to burn himself up. It only takes so many hits. Just from the action.
Right? Keep making him use those spell slots. Not yet. I'm gonna He's gonna turn invisible right in front of you. Now-
Strategic.
The question is, who can see invisibility? After he turns invisible, you can sense his movement. Like, you're not sure how far. You know he didn't get out of the circle.
I got you.
You guys are gonna have to manage whether or not you can see invisible, or if you have
Really
true
not
sight or
going to
whatever.
change anything that I was doing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Because it's not going to change anything that I was doing.
That's perfect. After he turns invisible, you can try to sense which direction he goes in or whatever. That's completely up to you. If your characters have the ability to do something that includes senses, let me know. He did regenerate that turn. He did not take radiant damage that full round. And animate object is going to re-kill Din. That's the plan, anyways.
No.
Sorry.
I'm on the ground. Just basically dead.
Who's attacking you?
Wait. In this situation, you want Strawhide to have pity.
No, in this situation,
I want you to have pity, Chris.
I want the shadow to kill me.
In this is wait, this we could be looking at game over here. Does a 15 hit your armor class?
No.
Okay, you're fine. Boosh! He misses. You're prone though, but I'm gonna ignore that. Just move on.
Go for it. It's fine.
I already clicked off it. I'm done with that. Oh, what is he gonna do? He can see him.
That would have hit too.
Uh, Gabriel, you see Van Richten
Yeah.
just fix his glasses, and there's that purplish tint just gleams, and then he looks up.
I say he's all yours.
I can see him, but
Light
there's
him
little
up.
I can do. I know where the
Can you
monster
do
is,
anything
but
that makes him visible? Fairy fire. You got guiding bolt.
Heal the ranger.
oh, yeah, that
Guiding
would've been a
bolt
good
makes him
idea.
glow for 1 round.
Heal the ranger would have been a good idea. I should ask you guys what you want him to do.
The ranger just needs to get to his turn so he can drink his potion of
We
invulnerability.
need to get to his turn so he can disengage, get back to you, and then do all that shit.
That would work too. Yeah, and then just stay on that side and fire.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, a werewolf.
Why are the roosters still going? It's like 10 o'clock.
I'm guessing that's always.
I walked past his room.
The morning thing is a myth.
Ah, okay. They basically go until they go to sleep.
Right. They crow it every morning because they're letting the hens know it's morning and to let everyone wake up and find food. But otherwise, anytime that he's alerted to something, he wants to let everyone else know
Wow.
too.
Basically, their communication is 0 or 100.
Yeah, pretty much. And this particular little guy is incredibly hyper. So any movement makes him go nuts.
I love the little rooster facts.
Apparently, Lindsey
When we get
Sterling here hit.
delivery-
It's alright. Lindsay switched the music slightly, and the werewolf decided to go in the other direction. There could have been something with that. And he's just gonna claw at the wizard. And hit once. Some slashing damage in.
Oh, hopefully that wakes Emil up and he can help Michael.
Sure. Let's overplay the shadows. Din, make a saving throw. Charisma.
Hello? Charisma.
Yep.
I don't like that. It's okay.
You're fine. There's a specter. It can't hit Vicky. Oh yeah, Fjorgi. Buddy, did you want to join us?
10, 15, 20, 25.
I'm just
and
gonna
then
put you.
And then the dash action. Oh
No,
shit, where did I
I moved you onto the other map. Do you have the other map?
Yes.
Okay.
Where are you saying? Am I right there?
You're right there before your dash action.
Alright. In which case, I now take this moment to drink the potion of invulnerability.
Go 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 go.
Good.
Interesting. Interesting.
And then I shout, counter this.
Nice.
How you feel? I feel pretty good. How about you? Huh? Yeah, okay.
I feel brilliant. Really brilliant.
Of course.
What do you do? Is you epic diarrhea.
Epic diarrhea.
Ooh, that sounds painful.
Now it's resistance, not immunity.
Almost there. Boop. There you go.
Ah.
Are you all set?
Yep.
Da wizard. Dun dun dun. This is getting weird. He's got. What's with all the bad guys? What? I don't like this. I'm not doing that. That's just wrong. No. No. You wouldn't dare. Is that only 30 feet?
I wouldn't dare, but I might.
He moves right up to the circle, and he's provoking from Michael and Emil.
Yay.
He's trying to do something.
Why am I not surprised?
Michael.
Michael.
For another 10 points of damage.
It's to about here. But he's just shaking his head back and forth like, why am I not surprised? And he is going to cast Gust of Wind. From him to the wall on the other side of the circle. Let's see who's in that. Everybody.
Can I choose to let it move me?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'm throwing the saves, and then you guys can decide if you wanted to move or not.
Actually, I better not. Just in
Success,
case.
success. Din failed.
Getting knocked down. Or something. Oh, good. Den, get knocked all the way to me. I think I saved, so I will save. Stand my ground. I'll stay right
Yeah.
there.
Din, Vicky, and Dr. Rudolph Van Richten got affected by it.
What about Strahd?
Vicky said success. Or am I reading the wrong line?
What about Strahd?
Success.
I'm looking. I'll be right with Strahd. I think he might be out of range. I'm looking at the wrong spell, maybe. Yeah, there's. Instead of Gust of Wind on his character sheet, I was just looking at Gust, and I'm like, that is not the spell I should be reading. There we go. That's why I was trying to answer your question. I'm like, I'm reading and I don't. Okay, 60 feet, 10 feet wide, 60 feet long, but 10 feet wide. Strahd's 20 feet up, so it's underneath him. Assuming that's where he is. He's invisible. You don't know where he is.
Vicky Shadowfell.
60 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong spell. Oh, that wizard's running out of spell slots quick. Okay. So where were we? It's only when you are pushed, or we push 15 feet away from you in a direction from the line. So yeah, Din, you're 5, 10, 15ing it. And am I reading that wrong? He's still targeting Din, Vicky, and Rudolph. So I thought that meant those are the people that failed. One. No, Vicky succeeded.
Vicky said success.
Sure does.
Shadow failed.
I succeeded.
Oh, Vicky's shadow failed.
Epically.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. And of course,
Rudolph failed.
the old man gets smashed into the wall behind. It's not much to him.
15 feet back.
It's 15.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was just wondering if it was only 10, I would have moved back. But all right.
And this spell is concentration. So you can tell he's focusing on that. Does he? That is the end of his turn. It comes to this.
They can go inside the cylinder?
He's not
Yeah.
undead.
He could enter. Anyone can enter. All the undead can enter. They just can't leave.
Oh, I thought the undead couldn't enter. Oh, that changes nothing. I have no idea. Oh, did you attack recklessly, or at least your token shows that you attacked recklessly? You really have to manage that better. Turn that off. Okay. I don't think he has advantage on this attack.
Could not
Slow-
dismount.
I turned it off. He slowly pulled his short sword, but then he slashes it 3 times at you. Looks like one of them's gonna hit.
No, hang on. Where's it? These days, that's enough. That's 29 by shield.
Yeah.
Austria.
Okay. And you had to call it. You shouldn't tell me what it is.
Yeah.
That's the second time today that's happened. And then you find out he doesn't do a lot of damage with a scimitar. And that is his turn. At the end of Rahadin's turn. Is there an easier way to do this? That might be the easiest way. Din, you can feel a strong hand grabbing at you, but it kind of slips off your leather.
Feel it coming in the air tonight.
Oh Lord.
Oh no. Oh no.
He did just use a legendary action on an elf lying on the ground dying.
Yes, you eat those. That's what those are for.
Yeah, he gets them back every round. So it makes no sense not to do something. Jesus. It's a powerful rogue with more than one attack.
Oh yeah, he's legit.
Had to go and turn off his sneak attack, though. There's no sneak attack there. Uh-oh. He might be a powerful rogue, but it's Michael's turn.
I think he is more than just a rogue.
So Michael
I'm more than just
See the nat 20, come on.
is going after that mage.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, the gust of wind heading in one direction.
Oh, there it is!
What did I say? Holy.
You son of a bitch.
And you're loving him now, aren't you?
Let me throw
No,
his concentration.
I'm not. Because he's proving Christian's point of
Made it.
my genes play karma. I am fate.
Oh, but look at all those ones he rolled.
Critical hit. 1, 2, 1, 3.
Every other time he's like always
Four
10 points a
or
day.
11.
It's because the 20 came from me. That's why. That's why there were the ones, is because the 20 came from me.
Did Michael get an inspiration point last time for something? I would love him to be able to re-roll that.
I should get an inspiration for that.
Michael's definitely inspired right now.
To re-roll the damage on that one?
Reroll the. Is that what you want?
I would love to.
All right. Roll 2d6 and 2d4 quick. Just roll them in the chat. Don't do anything else with them, and we'll see we'll take the higher result. 2, 5. You're already higher, yeah. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. So 5 more points of damage. To vampire. Where is he? Where is he?
Go.
He's in the combat tracker. Oh, there he is. 5 more points of damage. Takes him to 50, and of course he can't regen again.
Right, Michael.
Dude, that vampire's in trouble. Because Michael's got him.
And Fjorgi's coming in next. We got the werewolf. All right.
I'm not coming in for a little while.
Why?
Up point.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, but on your next turn you'll be engaged.
All right.
That's all I meant.
9 is there. 1 and 8, so 10 shouldn't be on the tracker. 1. Damn that robot. Miss. 8. Stabby, stabby. Are you still prone, Din?
I haven't had a turn since I
He got blown back. That's the only
Yeah.
reason why he moved.
I haven't had a turn since I came back to life.
He kind of skidded across the floor. So I know Strahd isn't on the floor there because he would have stopped.
You're correct. The sword took a swing at him while he was on the ground and missed. The other
Again?
one's going to take a swing at Magnus. That's a
Ouch.
12. That's not going to happen. Din, you have made it. It's your turn.
Drink.
I shall stand up.
I love this plan.
I shall drink
Drink
a
what?
potion of invulnerability.
You should move first.
That might help.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink a potion first.
Strahd's right above.
Potion of invulnerability. Boop. 1 minute. All yours.
Where did Strahd go?
Oh, you
I
just
asked.
found him.
I asked the doctor. I just
Hang
found
on.
him.
Yeah, he just attack of opportunity down that move.
Oh yay!
Hey, welcome back.
We're going to go for a.
Now you at least got the potion. You know? That should help a lot. This time.
I got to think this through. Is he at disadvantage because he's in this circle?
Yeah,
Steve?
he would have disadvantage on the attack because he's in the circle. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have blind sense or anything, Din?
Nope.
No. Okay. $21 hits. We'll put you back there. Yeah, bye.
I won.
But I take no damage.
You took half damage.
No.
Yeah, it's resist, not immune.
Shit.
Oh.
Then it's Magnus's turn, huh?
I think Din's turn's over, yeah. Let me know if you're using your reckless on and off. I gotta keep better track of that.
I got you.
Yeah. Other than that, I've kind of got this now. After what, 5 hours? Every time your turn starts, all the effects pop up on the screen.
Okay, so this turns back into a thing. And
You are not grappled. Let's move that.
we say I'd like to make a perception roll to see if I can see where he struck from.
Excellent. Go ahead. It's a pretty easy roll. You know what square he's in. He's in that square.
Thank you.
The biggest hint was Din just dropped dead. However, he is invisible. So he still has.
Raha Din, man. That dude's taken almost 2 people out already.
He still has all his blah 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 blahs.
Mhm.
I got you. I'm not worried about a dead body.
I do need you to make a saving throw.
Who, me?
Yep.
What kind?
I'm working on that. It didn't pop up on my screen fast enough. DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, because
With
all the
advantage?
voices coming from Raha Din are getting annoying.
With advantage?
Why would you have? Oh, you have wisdom. You have advantage on wisdom saving throws, don't you? I don't remember why.
Undomitable?
Is that what you're focusing on, Steve? You cast a spell on him?
What? I didn't cast
Um,
a spell on anybody.
I know Magnus has got.
Right now, I'm not focused.
I know Magnus has got advantage on wisdom saves, but I don't remember
Vistani?
why.
The Vistani thing?
No. So I thought someone cast something on you.
Yeah, The hex doesn't require the hex is what I'm concentrating on.
Oh,
It
okay,
gives
and that's
the
not giving him-
disadvantage to. Yeah. So it just gives a disadvantage to Strahd on wisdom saving throws.
For undead things inside the circle. What's that do?
I'm trying to figure out why Magnus has advantage on a wisdom save. Anybody?
Yeah.
Including Magnus?
Oh, that's from Charmed.
I'm not seeing it.
So is Rahadin's thing that damage? What type of damage is that it does? Is it necrotic or?
It is
Psychic.
psychic damage.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I don't think you have advantage on wisdom saves. You have a +2 to dex saves written down here on special defenses.
Okay.
I don't know what that's for either, but I'm good with it.
Wisdom saving throw.
Strahd's at disadvantage on all his wisdom saves right now.
I don't know
Well,
why
it popped
the-
up it popped up advantage anyways.
That's what I'm saying. Is like I don't understand it. Plus, I had a +4 to it.
I'm okay with it though.
Does he have some type of an item that gives him that?
I'm not seeing it. Your advantage on saving throw versus charmed is giving you advantage on all your wisdom saving throws?
No.
Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. That is a
Why would
glitch. It shouldn't. That is a glitch. Wisdom saving throw, please.
I rolled it. It was a 20.
There we go. You're fine.
I rolled it. It is a 21.
Right. Oh, Rahadin.
You take 7. You take half of it. 7 points of psychic damage.
Yeah.
As you hear the screams and the howls.
We gotta kill that guy.
Didn't kill that guy. I think you're really just annoying me, man. What's your problem? So many decisions. Nice. Got that shit.
His magical weapon turned off. Urgh. He rolled a natural 1 on that. Is he still alive?
Hey, buddy.
That got real quick.
Have you seen my shield?
Oh.
There's a chance.
Yeah, there is. Where is he? There he is. Strength check. 6.
Yes! I stumbled over the sword, tripped me, some shit. But he still ate shield in the face.
He's down.
Knock him prone.
I did. Oh,
And-
I didn't wait for you to say it. I figured you were
Okay.
knocking him prone. Yeah.
This is where I live right now. What? Okay. Yeah, I can't do it. Anything else? Wasn't what I probably should have done. Where's all that shit? All right, I'm good. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'm checking stuff out too.
Alright, is it my turn then?
Yes.
Okay. So with the bonus action, I'm going to use Healing Light. All 3 of my D6s go right into Den.
No.
Back to 12. And then I move 5, 10, 15 behind the corner where no one can see me.
A little group heal wouldn't have been a bad idea either.
And I cast Spirit Guardians. Behind the corner where no one can see me.
You're hoping.
And then 1, 2. I can't get all the way in though.
Well, you want to get to Din. Yeah, get hands on Din.
Well done.
Pull Din out of that circle into your circle.
And can crawl out on his next turn. I needed to heal and get some radiant energy on Strahd every round. So that
Strahd's up in the corner. You don't know where he is up in that corner. And every time Din gets up, he's just going to whack him down again because
I
of the
want
people.
him back into the circle. If he doesn't get hit with radiant energy every round, he regenerates.
Okay, I got you. But I'm just saying, listen,
My family see him.
he's going to whack him down like a cat whacking a mouse in the corner.
That's fine, and I will use another bonus action to rise him up.
I need you to do one thing for me.
And I cast it 4th level for the Spirit
Okay.
Guardian.
Please mark that off. That'd be great.
Earth and blue.
Could you please make a strength saving throw as you walk back into the gust of wind?
Oh, nice. It's just residual.
Strength is not my forte.
18. Help yourself.
All right.
Didn't he
You're-
fail that? No, time out. Didn't he fail that when Michael jabbed him?
The
The
I don't think
concentration
so.
he pulled away?
Concentration from it. That's right. The wizard lost concentration on it when Michael hit him with the critical.
Oh, I've cleared the chat. I have no way to prove or deny it. Okay, I'll just let it go.
You do it. We were really excited about the whole thing.
Okay, I'm good.
Chafed, it's there.
All right. And I cast it at 4th level, so it is going to be 48.
Ew. That's horrible.
48, that's not
Even in milk. Buy everything.
I'm now done, which means that it is Vicky's turn. And Vicky, because Magnus is standing so close to Rahaden, she is going to stab him.
Oh, stab his prone ass.
She is going to hit him with a critical. Let me just make sure that beautiful damage.
Hey,
is
wait a
on.
minute. No, little Rahadin's gonna die. Vicky had to make her saving throw first. Okay. Whoa, he's still alive. Holy shit.
That's all right. Critical's still good, man.
Let's see how she did on her wisdom save. Maybe she eats some of this. She eats some of it. There you go. Boop. Okay, then she starts her turn and comes over and beats the shit out of him.
Okay. And that is Vicky's turn.
And he's starting his turn in the family.
He is. Vicky's shadow is starting her turn in the family's living room. So
Where's Vicky's shadow?
Vicky's shadow is right next to Magnus.
Oh yeah, she's fucked. Go ahead and roll the saving throw on her.
Yup. All right. See how this works out for you, kid. That's a failure. Enjoy that. Kablam!
Vicky no longer has a shadow.
Oh, that felt
I mean, who
good.
needs one really? Meanwhile,
3 shadow.
Game Shadow's actually keeping the rogue busy.
I know.
We're
It's
exactly
so sad.
Your independent shadow that Strahd like let loose in the universe. He's like literally Peter Panning Strahd right now by taking his rogue out of the play.
I know.
Yeah, that's right. That's awesome.
I'm just saying. You can't write this shit. What?
uh, do, do, do. Can the Dark Lord save Rahadin? Well, there's not a lot of healing on this character sheet. Nope.
You know, that was my primary thing, is to see if he would actually come out of hiding if I try to kill this guy in the first place. It happened much faster than I thought it was.
He's been his Chamberlain for 500 years. He's just gonna let him fucking die. It's fucked up.
His game. You're gonna let your game die, dude?
I know.
You two have been in this for a minute, you know.
Wait.
I think Strahd's probably more concerned with moving to the other side of the magic circle.
He's already there. Strahd's right there right now. Like, his legendary action the very next turn was bye.
He can see his friends on the other side. He's just waiting.
Tink,
Waiting
tink, tink,
patiently.
tink, tink. It'll be an hour
Waiting
eventually.
for years.
Worst vampire abjurator ever.
Yeah, on that way. Oh, I got you. What happens if they hit the wall? Like the spiritual wall concept.
He's gonna move to here. You see Rahadin being pulled back. I think it would warrant an attack of opportunity
Yeah,
because
and
you're watching him.
from Vicky and Magnus.
And he's still prone, yeah?
No, not just Magnus. Right? Because Rahadin's still in the corner with Vicky.
Rahadin is prone and being dragged away from the squares that are close to. Basically, Strahd's grappled him and pulling him out. But he's provoking. I think you would have had advantage on that roll. I'm not sure why you wouldn't. And I'm not even going to look in the effects. I know he's prone, so you should have had advantage on it.
Once more with healing.
Okay, well, I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine. Does Vicky want to take the attack of op?
Oh, absolutely.
Rather get that out of the way now. It wasn't a strike on strike.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh, he's prone. Same story.
Like 14. Like we're only swinging at like I don't know. 14.
Oh my god!
Throws him out.
13. He's good. How did he crawl the hell out of there?
He didn't. Strahd grabbed him and threw him out.
Why can he? Is that specifically for one thing only when it's cast?
What, this circle?
Yeah.
It's set for undead, yeah.
Oh, right.
Rahadin's an elf. He's not undead.
So Strahd didn't drag him out. He dragged him, then what? Picked him up and pushed him out?
Yeah, he threw him out. Just one-handed.
Okay.
He's strong enough. Rahadin doesn't weigh shit. He just threw him.
Okay.
Estimating my prey like a vampire hunter would and knowing that he is the apex predator, do I feel like that would have taken a special amount of abilities? Like, how many abilities do I feel he has left in this turn at this point? Like, is this a point where I will push to see if I can max the vampireness? Being a vampire hunter on instinct.
I don't know. You're pretty sure. I mean, you're pretty sure that took his turn, but you're also familiar that he's able to. You know about his 3 legendary actions when it's not his turn too, though.
Right, because I'm going to surmise that he's not over in the corner anymore. That he pulled him through there. That's the whole reason why I was distracted enough to miss the fucking ditch, and the way that he would have had to have removed him from the circle, it had to have given away that he had a stopping point. You know what I'm saying? There would have been a jumble in the body.
Yeah, you're pretty sure he's in that square. For a couple reasons. One, in order to position his body properly to throw Rahadin the way he did, he would have had to have been standing still. He could have had some movement after that, but he's really not going into the Spirit Guardians. so he's
Right,
got to
no,
be in
I
those.
feel that.
Yeah, so he's got to be over there.
I totally feel that.
So whose turn
But-
is it?
At this point, Strawhead's turn is ending, and the animated object's turn is beginning. He's like large.
Did it just move into my family circle?
Yes.
Oh, it's kind of already in your family circle.
All right. Well, then, roll your
Yes, absolutely.
horse.
And the token's not actual, but that's fine.
That's a failure.
Yeah, the token's just like a quick token. I'm not actually sure what its wisdom
yeah.
saving throw is. I don't think it has a does it even have a wisdom saving throw?
What are these things on the shield?
Yeah, I wouldn't have. Yeah, that's fine. Those numbers work fine. Now that a little more time has passed, Magnus, you realize he could be anywhere within his movement now.
Right.
And this big thing is going to swing at you.
Of course.
Crunch, and it has disadvantage. Sure,
You know.
I'm over
Yeah.
that. What is he doing?
Make sure to hold spell slots for counters, buddy.
I will. And he stands firm. He looks carefully at the abjuration. Perhaps there's other things I can do as well.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. And this is a straight march. Get stand, get upright, and shoot whatever is in front of you.
Let's how we doing on we can 3 that. Bling. Stop falling down. She's a bard.
Call your boy in. Oh, well, it's gonna be fun when that happens.
Is she almost done? Oh, that's boring though. Yeah, Lindsay's gonna try to dispel magic, and Van Richten's gonna counter it. So we'll click
Good for
those
me.
off.
Meal come in and
And-
tear these people apart.
Yeah,
Yes.
you that whole dispel magicing's not cool. You can't do that.
Yeah. Eat her. Eat her instrument.
No, she's pretty.
Great.
So he'll attack the Abjuration Wizard instead. And miss.
Oh God, what's the point of a werewolf? Oh, there we go. There's the point.
There's about 10.
Partially, there's that's all right. As long as they attack the werewolf instead of Michael.
Dude, he is not Stella.
No, he's not. I've
He is
noticed that
so
too.
not. I want my Stella back. What? I want my Stella back.
Leave her at the other. Foolish.
Where's Ethan? I want my Stella back. Whose Stella is this? My Stella.
Uh-oh.
Who did he hit?
Holy
Vicky.
dude.
Well, Vicky. All right.
Wait. What do you hit Vicky with?
You can't see him. You can guess. It didn't look like a blade. It was probably just you probably just grabbed her. And she's actually acting like she can't move. Her movement is 0. She's grappled. That Spectre's dead. Just go ahead and roll that Spirit Guardians on that thing. Get that thing out of there. Like, there's no way.
Failure.
30.
Boom.
Yeah. Just don't even worry about him.
Here he.
Yorgi. Welcome back, Tony.
Hey,
Heyo.
5, 10, 15.
There we go.
Oh shit.
So long.
And a swing. And a hit.
Yeah, that hurts.
Fine hit.
You saved Gabe Shadow. What?
A second swing.
Oh.
Spend a key point.
Drawing.
No, he needs a lucky feet now.
He's getting his ass kicked by Gabriel's shadow anyway.
That's me.
I don't know about getting his ass kicked, but he definitely did his job.
What's he gonna do with this guy?
Or he's in the fray. He didn't look too good. The idea is to get Gabe in the middle of this room.
Where did Raha?
The first 2 squares. Because that'll cover the rest of the room. Strahd will get hit.
Oh, wasn't his turn.
Gabriel, you without an Arcana check, you can tell that the vampire abjuration guy cast something and then Rahadin disappeared.
Okay.
What? Ah, motherfucker. 2 of them.
And I do need Michael to make a wisdom saving throw.
Michael to make that too. He can now see the beacon. Whatever that is.
This shit is in concentration. That's right.
Wisdom, you say.
Mm-hmm.
Save on his wisdom.
Oh no. Oh no. But he only has 14 hit points.
13.
Rolo.
991. Damn.
Does protection from evil help at all?
No.
No.
Rahadin's not undead. The
Oh,
death.
Raha did that to him?
Well, he's within 10 feet of Rahadin at the start of his turn.
Oh, so Rahadin is still here.
Yeah, he's just invisible. So those
Alright.
screaming souls of all of those he's killed just is too much for the lawful good level 1 paladin with the lawful good sword.
Yep.
Level-
That was too much. Just
1.
no.
Okay.
He was.
I have hope. I don't think he's out.
I think he's.
And of course Rahadin is invisible.
You
And that's not
getting dead!
casting a spell. What's he gonna do?
The werewolf could bite him real quick.
Can't really go anywhere.
He's got nowhere to go. He's got nowhere to go. I love Barb. This has gone on long enough.
Rogue. Michael wants to live.
He is going to run up the wall, pass here, and drop down over here.
As he passes by.
He's 10, 15 feet up on the wall when he passes by. But as he drops down, you'll get an attack of opportunity. Because he'll pass the 10 foot to 5 foot square before he lands into the 5 foot to on the floor square.
All right. I will take it.
Never really disengaged from you, but that's fine. It makes sense.
There you
That's
go.
it.
That's a hit.
the goal is to attack. I mean, uh-oh.
Jesus.
And then he's gonna disengage and not be here.
Comes Michael's first death save.
Wait, he already moved. Disengage his bonus action doesn't give him any more movement. He is there. He's got nowhere to hide yet. Oh no. Michael's first death save.
How do you make those? Where do you roll that from?
It's usually a d20. You have advantage on the roll. Yeah. 19.
Yes.
It's fine.
All right. So he took his turn to not die.
Yep. And he did it well.
Where's this animated sword living right now? Number 1. Where is he?
Which one's that?
Oh, no, he's
Yeah,
outside.
I figured he was heading for Vicky. That's a miss. They're just decorative at this point. We're gonna say you destroy that and that.
Yay. All right, Din.
I'm gonna stand up.
I appreciate it.
I will take some shots at this animated statue.
Nice.
I'm gonna go for sharpshooter, so -5.
Yeah, let me get that out of the way.
Nice.
Let me get that out of the way for you.
I'm gonna move over there.
You can get out of the circle if you want. Get out of the circle. You can shoot into it.
No, he can stay behind me. I mean, I'm not going to be here.
Scott can come and grab him again. Get out of the circle. If you have the opportunity,
Well, doesn't the circle give me benefits?
no, anything that's shooting at him in there.
I want Gabe to get in the circle so we can push Strahd to the limit and get him.
I'm coming, but then you should get out so that nobody can hit you.
Well, Magnus can put himself in front of me.
He can go from above, though. I'm just saying.
You're a target.
You died a lot.
Target.
Back out and just shoot people.
You're supposed to shoot people at a distance anyway. The closer you are, the more disadvantage you apply.
Let me, Magnus, and Vicky in the ring with Strahd.
There isn't a target you can't hit at the end of this hallway, dude.
Yeah.
I
We can
mean,
get
like,
there and help the others in the back even. Just pick them out. Me and Vicky and Magnus. This is what we were born to do. And Fjorgi. And Fjorgi. Well, you're fighting from the other end. Yep. I'm just saying, because if you get knocked out again, I have to spend another action, and I gotta get mixing it up with this guy.
So I have a question for you, Chris.
Yeah, what's up?
I have a spell called Hail of Thorns.
Uh-oh.
I want to see if I can kind of like shotgun to try to make sure I hit Strahd.
actual regular arrows are not a bad idea. If wood still applies as a vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
Even silver would be a natural. That's
I understand what the spell does. I'm not sure what you're trying to do.
So the fact that I can make the thorns sprout from my actual bow as I'm shooting,
Mhm.
wondering if I can kind of use that to hit a larger area to try to hit Strahd because he's invisible.
First,
it's an
you can-
area of effect anyway, isn't it?
if you're looking for the square he's in, you can make a perception check pretty easily. Second, specifically the spell has to hit before the effect triggers, but I can allow it. giving you a little bit of a spread.
I'll try
Yeah.
the perception check.
Oh, you're not. You're not 100% sure what square he's in or where he is.
Clear up in front. General, the front. Try and hit those guys, and anything in the front circle should be good. Like, don't even bother with trying to hit Stride. Try to hit the guys in front.
You sure? All right, I'll go for the bard then.
It's an area of effect, right?
Oh damn. Okay. Do you still
I
have
see
an
what you're
attack?
saying.
You still have your attack?
Yeah.
Go ahead. And your target's the bard? Oh, if your target's the bard, you have to start with a will save. But if you miss the will save, you can switch to the other vampire anyway, so that's not going to be...
It could kill Michael.
Michael's already down.
Oh, okay.
Why not? Kill him more. It's fine.
Yeah, he'll continue to take damage.
All right.
Is it alright? Isn't you're going to do it?
Yeah, well, I mean, do I even need to select him if he's already down?
Oh my god, you're shooting Michael. Okay,
No, I'm
Michael's
doing the
prone-
Hail of Thorns thing,
Oh, you're,
and it
you,
hits
you
everything within 5 feet.
Hail of Thorns has to hit for the spell to trigger. But I was like, you could shoot the wall. I was going to
Okay.
allow that.
Okay, so start off with a normal attack roll and then do Hail of Thorns.
Okay. Then you'll
Is that
just
what
have
you're
to tell
asking me
me.
to do?
That's what I'm allowing. That's not rules as written, but I'm cool with that. If you
Oh,
want to
no.
target like one of the statues or the wall or whatever.
No, if I'm targeting the bard or the wizard.
No,
Okay,
then
here-
you hit the target. Then it's spell as written.
Let's spell out everything that's going to happen here. If you attack the bard, you need to make a wisdom saving throw because she's got sanctuary. If you attack the wizard, you'll probably hit and wipe out everything within 5 feet. Will have to make saving throws. Michael can't make that saving throw. He's going to miss a death save.
Okay, then I'm
Um,
going to make the attack roll against
The wizard.
wizard. There.
Okay. With a 33, you hit the wizard.
Okay. I will use my spell slot to do Hail of Thorns. So then
No
the
problem.
wizard and everything within 5 feet is going to do my saving throw.
Uh-huh.
That's not the correct saving throw.
Well, I'm going to clear that so
Uh,
we can continue. Hang on. Get rid of that, if that's not the correct saving throw. Okay, those are the only things in there that you're familiar with. Is that a dex save?
Yes.
Okay, hang on. Dex save. Wow. With a +6. So is that everybody yet? Did you
It
miss the
didn't do it on
werewolf?
him. That's what I missed it on.
Okay. And then what is it? A D10 piercing on a failed save happens. Go ahead and roll the D10. And do the D10 first and get that out of the way. 6. Whoa. Sure, just go ahead and automatically do all that. That's fine. Now, I did 6 points of damage to the bard, 3 points of damage to the wizard, 6 points of damage to Michael again. Emil took 6 points of damage, so that means we missed the damage on Rahadin, which is 6 points of damage.
And then, because it was also based off of an attack
You still have to do the attack roll
Yes.
on the vampire that you hit.
with sneak attack.
Ooh, he's done. What happened? Oh, the invisibility wore off. Rahadin. Hello. Mr. Rahadin, sir. Bling.
Oh, hello, Mister.
Welcome back, Mr. Rahadin.
Hello, Mister. You got a sister? I want a kisser.
There you go.
There you go. You happy now, Gabriel?
I'm so happy that you're safe.
I listen. I listen. It's okay. I took you into consideration.
How do I want to proceed? I'd like to
You somewhere you can cover the
side with my bonus action and grab 4 vials, knock the top off of them, and then with my action drink all 4.
What happened?
Like to pull from my bat belt my 4 cylinders as a bonus action. You know, like grab all 4 of them, knock the thing off and then drink all 4 with my action?
Drink all 4 what?
I'm sorry.
You have 4 of those? Oh, you want to chug 4
Yeah,
potions with 1 action?
He held on to all of them when we got them.
I got
Usually drinking potion is an action, not a bonus action. If you want to use your turn to drink all 4, I'll allow it.
But wait, do they stack? I didn't think temporary hit points stack.
We're about
There's
to find out.
no, it's not stacking. There's
trying-
4 different potions.
He's not trying to stack the temps.
Oh,
He's
I
trying to
can't.
stack.
For some reason, I can't send you the haste. There's a haste one here. This was
Where?
exactly the moment that, like you shooting that fucking thing. Really, I
Where's
should have
haste?
drank them on the stairs. It was a notion of mine, but I wasn't sure Strahd, and I didn't have confirmation.
No.
I-
This is
I'm not-
to turn yourself into Strahd, into a vampire, basically.
This is going to be amazing.
So you got to add all that stuff because I didn't want to do it. This is me pulling out my pocket and going, okay, Gabe
I'm
did
working
his
on it.
thing. It's time for me to do my thing. I'm gonna stand as a wall in front of it and let him reap the damage if we need to. And then when the time comes,
Okay. What were those potions again? Potion of invulnerability. Potion of speed. Okay. do
oh,
this
potion of speed is haste. That's what it is. Okay, that's what it is. It's those 3. It's not.
Okay. Heroism. And is it like a weird version of haste, or is it just haste?
It's just haste
It's just haste.
without having to concentrate.
So let me
No, that right there was. Right, that's it.
Okay, now where is Magnus on the combat tracker? Or I can just put it on him right here. Boink. And then boink. And we have that with a little bit of that. And part of that didn't work. Bless spell, no concentration. Okay. But you already had the bless spell, but whatever. Okay.
And then I'm going to move up to here-ish
Okay.
and plant myself.
You're gonna let Rodden survive this moment? Oh, your turn's over. No, that included moving. That was drinking 4 potions. Your whole
Okay, no. I whatever it took.
turn. Okay.
I was willing to sacrifice a turn to do it. Can I get a second wind out of that? Fire off my
Yes.
ability?
Yes, you can fire off second wind with that. You take a deep breath before you chug 4 portions. I'm on
Yes.
board with that.
I agree. I love that idea. Where is the second wind ability? I did action search already. And that is it's 1 die 2. I can just do that. Right? That's it. Did it give me my 15?
Second wind heal. I don't know.
I hit the button, that's why I asked. Sometimes it doesn't apply it.
I'm gonna. There you go. Wait, no.
Yeah, no, it did.
36.
It had to.
36. Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah.
And then.
No, you took it back. You brought me to 36. It was at 16.
15.
Something like that. It was in the
19.
teens.
There it is.
There it is. 19.
I did it, and then you said it happened, so then I thought I fixed it. And then
I got you.
Meanwhile, clear that. Vicky's struggling. Something bad happened there right then and there. That's not good.
What? Who's grappling her?
There's an invisible vampire in that circle somewhere.
Why is she dead?
She's not dead.
She has a gray.
No,
Guys,
she's
it's
orange.
And she's orange.
No, it says dying. In
That's
the
not
lower
her.
corner on her. Gray and it says dying. Oh,
I don't-
something else is in her square?
Not that I know of.
Dying? Oh.
She's not dead. I don't know what happened.
Move forward,
Uh,
Gabriel.
Whatever,
Maybe-
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Arch
whatever,
forward and
just-
put hands on her.
That's interesting.
So, did it have to make a save against my family?
No, he's not in that. He's outside it, just barely.
Or not. Stand beside me and you will have enough to worry about anything.
You're pretty sure he's right there.
I move to here.
Oh, why?
Well, you'll see in a second.
Okay.
There. And I've been hearing a lot about this guy. I need a guardian token, a large-sized guardian token.
Does it fit anywhere in here?
Well, you
There
can
has
put
to-
it inside and outside the circle.
There has to be room, I think.
Yeah, the two directly in front of me, I think. would
It
probably-
needs 4 squares. It's a large creature.
Oh, the animated statue was large too, wasn't it? Then I will go right here,
Yeah,
and
you
I
can
will
allow it.
stop at this 4 squares.
It also took 4 squares.
What was that, Tony?
The animated object also took 4 squares, I was saying.
I was counting these 2 though, because it was like there, like 1, 2, 3, 4. But I see your point.
And I put
So
it
this
in
is
those
this is
four-
open now. This creature's not here anymore.
All right, then I guess I'll just go this far, and I'll pop it in those same 4 squares that that creature was in.
I appreciate it. That makes life easier.
Still cover the whole circle.
Yeah, but it doesn't get everybody else on the other side.
Okay,
Oh, actually, I could.
Drop
Before,
it down.
before casting it, I can get up to here. No, he's in that. So, all right, I'm going there then. It's a.
Yeah, but fuck him if he's in there. It means he can't take a swing at you now.
What about,
That's his problem, not your problem.
what about above Vicky?
There's a statue in there. The only reason I picked this alcove is that there's no statue. But that's all right. Okay, so there you go. And then he's there. And with a bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on my boy. Oh, I like that. I'm going to cast Healing Word on my boy over there.
Nice.
And get him fully healed.
Can you share that spell with me quick? I don't want to look for it.
Which one?
Whatever that is.
Oh, Spirit Guardians? Yeah. No, I'm
It's not
sorry.
Spirit Guardians, right?
It always sounds the same. Guardian
Yeah.
of Faith.
There it is. Like I know we're saying it wrong, and now I can't think of anything else but Spirit Guardian. So I'm like, can you just click on that?
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Oh, actually, that radius would be bigger then, right? Because it's 10 feet away from him.
What is that?
It's 10 feet from his center.
Uh-huh.
Well, because I had it if he was only taking 1 square. But, so this would actually be the right size, right?
Oh, his radius. I wasn't
That
even
is correct.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Even better.
That's why it's a pain in the ass.
We are
That's
we are
really-
running out of free spaces. This is getting scary.
Yeah, it's kind of the whole point.
Check me. Check. Check. Check.
All right, and that was a lot for me to do, so I'm done.
Holy shit. Okay.
And
Cool.
Vicky gets a sense that he is in. Did she get her 10 back? Okay, good. And he's in the square right in front of her. Is that right?
He's not
You,
anymore.
you can assume that he's in the square in front of Vicky because he's
Nope.
holding Vicky.
He's had between turns to move at this point. He's not there anymore.
Mhm.
Like imagine if you take a close look at this chessboard, There is a free spot. It's not checkmate yet. There's a couple squares he can get to. Basically on the ceiling.
Hmm.
Like it's the only place he's safe right now. And that's probably where he is.
Okay. So then
Yes.
Vicky is going to take 2 steps forward and try to hit Rahadin.
That makes sense.
Is he prone still?
I would imagine so. Wait, no, he had a turn where he was invisible and was able to stand.
Okay.
I can double check. If it still says prone in the combat tracker, I won't change it. No, he's got nothing on the combat tracker. Yeah.
That is a hit. With
Did
that.
you heal Michael during all that and I missed it? You did.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, bonus action. I use my last first level. So
that.
he does not have sneak attack on this one because there's
Agreed.
no. Oh,
Yeah, it's too
no.
bad.
So, can you take it off temporarily?
I can. Where is she? There.
Thanks. Okay. Not as impressive as usual. All right, Vicky's done. Oh wait, she can do that thing where she can, as a bonus action, disengage, right?
Yes. She can also, as a bonus action, attack again.
Then she's gonna do that one.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
No,
All right,
it's
she's
not.
done. Gabriel's free shadow.
Yeah, that can't cause any problem. And he has a book nobody knows what the fuck it is. That's the thing.
So you don't have any classes on Wednesday? Well, I'll be. But then you have classes Thursday, Friday.
Way.
Well, I'll be.
Whose turn is it? I lost track. Oh, Gabriel's free shadow?
Yep.
Where's my rogue? There he is.
Hiding?
He misses. Gabriel, from your shadow's point of view,
Mhm.
you can hear bats coming up from underneath, from the undercroft.
Okay, I announced that to the party. Bats are on their way.
And Van Richten's like, oh shit. Save all the spell slots over level 3. Save all the spell slots over level
Yes.
over level 3. How's everybody doing? You're still not perfect. Here, hold this. Ching. Doing what he can. Do I really have to do that? I'll be fine. Here they come. Children of the Night once per day. Strahd can magically summon 2d4 swarms of bats or rats. If he's outside, they can be wolves. He summons bats. 2d4 equaled 8.
Guys, those have to be killed before they get to my guardian of faith. That's why he brought them in now. So Van Richten, if you have a nice big area of
1, 2,
effect,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
If you have an area of effect spell that can light them all up, that would be the time to use it.
Oh shit! No, no. Right now, right down the hallway, fireball would be beautiful.
Yep.
Something of that magnitude. Actually, doesn't have to be a fireball. Fireball would be epic.
What is their speed? 30. So they've already 20, and they're close to this. They're staying close to the ceiling. So they're covering. I'm just gonna bring them up here, but they're on the same corridor. Does that make sense? They're in these squares.
Okay.
And they're gonna make it about this far at this moment.
Yeah, and I tell Van Richten, even if it's a third level spell, we got to get rid of those. Otherwise, they're taking away my Guardian of Faith.
And that
Make it happen.
brings us down. And there she is. What is she doing?
Wait, Von Richten didn't go.
Yes, he did. He cured. He spent cure wounds on Din before they arrived.
All right, it is the top of the round, and it is now 11 o'clock.
I need one more round. Oh, okay.
Need one
That's
more
fine.
round? You
I-
promise?
Yes, one round and quickly.
Okay,
I'll do my best on the quickly.
let's do it.
Vicious mockery on Gabriel. Succeed on the saving throw. She's done. Emil kind of rip into her for that. Wisdom saving throw first. Still a fail. And that's when the abjuration vampire wizard realizes that standing next to the bard that always has sanctuary up is a bad idea. Any layer action worth a damn.
Can you get the headsies?
Who else's shadow hasn't? Ooh, Van Richten's shadow hasn't come into play yet. But he ain't falling for that Strahd shit. Pff, yeah, get out of here. There goes that legendary action. Fjorgi, you're up. And these bats are right above you.
So I can hit him from standing position?
No, they're too high. They're just.
Okay.
I'm just illustrating the fact that they're up there. They're
He's
they're at the.
So if
They're
I,
at,
if I took 5 feet back and then ran 10 feet and jumped, could I hit them?
what's your strength?
I have a
25, 3, 8. No, you're still not gonna make it up there.
Alrighty, then I approach the rogue.
5, 6, 7, 8, and your height, even with your. It's 8 plus your 4 is maybe 12. You need 16.
Warning, all cats have been featured.
Oh, how
Okay.
long?
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm on a speed round to finish up after this one. I might be able to take it before you pass out. Barb, go ahead.
I swing at the rogue.
That's a 13.
I swing at the rogue.
That's a 16. That's a hit.
And that's me.
Vampire abjuration guy. Oh, he knows what this means. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Did he even bother to disengage? He's gonna cast invisibility again. No, he doesn't. he pulls a small entrail out of somewhere, throws it up into the air, and climbs up into it. He casts rope trick. Bye. There is a small portal right there.
When he climbs in, does Michael get an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, he does. He ends up going up a good 5 feet, but he's still. Yeah, he leaves his attack of opportunity range. Yeah, sure. I'll bring him back long enough for the attack of Oh wow. Oh my god. Michael, is this the moment? Why am I surprised? 10 hit points. 9.
Oh, he did the thing that's always on his sword. The
What happened
Crusader's.
to it? Where's the D4? Oh,
Yeah.
when he died, he lost concentration on it, maybe?
Well, you said it's not him. It's the sword
Yeah, it's not.
itself.
It's the sword. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Where's the
If-
one before?
Well, once you roll the D4, he turns to dust.
4. Michael killed a wizard.
A vampire abjuration wizard.
Right.
Like, this. Steve, where are you? This is the guy Michael took out.
Nice. Look at that. Michael's a badass.
Rahadin starting his turn.
In the Guardian.
It is
Trance.
really time to go. But there's a wall of people between him.
Does the guard, what does the Guardian?
Which way do I go, George? Which way do I go? Can't go either way. Dude, he is so trapped. Oh, he's got one more Misty Step left.
So you gotta finish your meat stick and brush your teeth and stuff.
And then peace out.
Mutual hostage.
I can't believe we're going to have to do all this over again.
Oh.
Gabriel's free shadow gets an attack of opportunity on that one.
Fair enough. $19 plus 4 is 24.
Oh my god.
Back homeboy
Are you
up.
serious right now?
Yeah.
He didn't finish it.
Oh
Close.
man.
It's close. Like I can imagine you guys aren't going to let him get away.
I see how dark red that is now.
Yeah.
Bonus action disengage, climb up the wall, and use the hide action. Congratulations, Michael. Once again, you've scared off Rahadin, who is about 8 levels higher than you, and therefore are not within 10 feet of him, and don't have to make the saving throw. There is a vampire bard with a beautiful violin who's sexy as hell that you want to kill probably a lot. Right there.
I kind
But
of
you
want to
need-
chase down Rahadin, to be quite honest with you.
Dude, go for it. I'm not stopping you. I can tell you right now that he can tell the way the vampire responds just playing the violin. There's no attack of opportunity to worry about, really.
Hold the wall.
Yeah. You're gonna get him.
No, I can't.
Oh, then why wouldn't I go kill his number 2?
Because you wouldn't be holding the wall. No, go.
Yeah.
I'll take your place and hold the wall.
I
Come
agree.
on.
Go fucking kill Rahadin.
Come on, buddy.
I don't want to have to run this exact encounter again. Take him out.
Oh,
What
man.
happened?
You had to say something.
Running into the thing.
Well, you're right there.
You're running into that aura again.
Oh, now he's gonna turn around and kill Michael.
Michael, give Michael a wisdom check. See if he's smart enough to realize he's running into death again.
He's running into death again. The animated sword
Because he
swings at
knows he's
Vicky
going
and
to run into
misses.
that aura.
Yeah, he ran right into the screams.
The animated sword's now in my living room.
Oh, it's fucking gone.
All right.
Din, you're up.
Get that bard.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the best target. It seems like.
All day long. Shoot that fucking pretty violin.
We're gonna go for a sharpshooter.
Agreed.
Then we've just got strong. And the bard left in peace for now. Nice.
Good night.
There we go.
Hold on.
Holding on.
Wait, are you shooting the bard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you forget the wisdom saving throws?
That and a few things in the effects.
Is there a range on the wisdom saving throw?
It's Sanctuary.
You said it was like Sanctuary, so I didn't know if.
Oh,
it
I'm
was
sorry.
different.
I'm sorry. You made it. Okay, continue.
Did the second one or no?
No.
Okay. So take away that 21 damage.
Oh, do you want to put it somewhere else? I don't know where. Never mind. There are a bunch of bats in the air.
Or
Yeah.
Ethan.
One of the bats. And then take away 6 damage from the 31.
Okay.
And then please share the map.
Please share the map.
Yeah, I clicked the X instead of the combat tracker.
No problem. And then you hit one of the bats. How much damage did you do on the second attack?
Second attack would have been 12. The sneak attacks don't clear after I do damage.
Okay. And then half of that is 6. Because it's a swarm, so you do half damage with most weapons.
Fair.
They only take up half of the square. The other half's just the air between the bats. Okay. All set?
Yep.
Magnus.
All right. Perception roll to see where the best place is for him to be hiding, not to be hit by something.
Yeah, there's only 2 or 3 squares up on the ceiling that are outside of all effects right now. You're pretty sure he's in one of those 3, and then make a perception roll to see if you can determine exactly which one. You have advantage on this because you've narrowed it down to 3 squares, but he does get. You're rolling against his stealth, which is relatively high. 23 is not 31. You're not sure which square he's in. I'll narrow it down to 2, so you have a 50-50 shot.
Which two?
Well, just odd or even. I'm not going to worry about drawing it.
Okay.
It's on the ceiling, so it's underneath something. Come here, you. We'll call it even. So if you roll, just want to start with the odd or even roll, we'll call it even.
Alright.
You're hitting the right square. You'll have disadvantage in that spot, but you probably have advantage too. So, or do you? Yeah, I don't know what you're hitting him with though.
I'm gonna go with this.
Listen, I'm looking. I want to know. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. This could be the opposite of what I want to see happen right now. Or is it what I want to see happen right now? We could just be done with this campaign. Must succeed a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line. That you can see. Make an Arcana check. I'm gonna call it. It's a medium DC 15 Arcana check. I can't give it to you. You can't see him. That moment where you're not sure exactly where in that square he is, even though you're pretty sure he's in that square, is just stopping you from casting that spell.
You have any big range effects that can take out the bats?
Well, yeah, that was my other thing. I just what I was looking to see to do. So I'm gonna spend a level 2 spell slot. And I'm gonna cast the fuck out of Gust of Wind.
Ooh.
On the ceiling, pretty much, in a straight path down the hallway. Shove them fuckers right.
Absolutely. I love it.
They can move 50 feet.
You can roll it if you want. It's a save of 14.
To save a 14. 1, 2, They are at -3. 1, 2, 3 of the swarms are going to continue to move forward. The rest of them are going to fall back. Stupid move out of the way. And you're just imagining these are in these squares here.
Right above them, right?
And then, of course,
Anything else in those
Yep.
squares would
Working-
be hit as
working on
well.
that now.
Get birth on the ceiling. 'Cause
Now
it
it's
was
only. Go ahead.
high.
You shot
I'm
it high.
aiming for the bats. So if Strahd was in that line of sight, he could possibly have been hit. I don't know. If
I
it's
agree. I agree.
What is that? A strength saving throw?
You're not in it. He shot it up and then over.
Yeah, you're
hit the
definitely
bats.
covered, bro. You're dwarf.
Bong. Now you're pretty sure he's been thrown up against the circle. There's like a vibration on the circle for a minute there. The gust of wind. Okay.
You might be above the key. Or in that corner.
Gabriel.
I am moving 5, 10, 15, 20. Which will also move my spirit guardians here, which means it goes
That's the wrong
back.
one.
No, that was the spirit guardians. I've got 3. The gold one is the guardian. The bright yellow is the magic circle.
Right.
Yeah, circle back.
Is the circle in the wrong spot?
Yeah, the yellow circle got me.
Okay, there it is.
There it is.
Spirit Guardians isn't high enough to hit the bats. It's only 15 feet.
But they're gonna have to fly into the guardians area.
The Guardian of Faith, yes. The Spirit Guardians, no. Spirit Guardians is 15 feet. Bats are 20. That's why there's some safe spots for Strahd to hide. He's up on the ceiling. Outside of the range of Spirit Guardians.
Then I'm not moving. I'll stay
Okay.
back here.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna move there. No, I'm gonna keep it on straight.
Start destroying the
No,
vampire
you got him
brain.
in a 5-foot pinch, dude. That's a good thing. He's either going to come swinging at you. That's why I don't understand why you moved. You had him covered back where you were.
I was
Where
moving.
you were in 5 feet of me.
Bats, if the bats had entered the spirit guardians at the beginning of their turn, it might have killed them.
Right.
He summoned them in here to just destroy the.
Right, so he can swing. Right, all the things are happening. So I like. It's where you got to play the Russian roulette with it. You know, each thing is going to happen in some fashion. We can slow the bats down, which we did. So we just need a little bit more area effect. And our guy's not at the end of the hallway. Our guys at the end of the hallway should come this way. Come this way, where the safe spot has been declared.
I cannot.
But-
I think someone else do.
Gabriel, it is your turn.
Yeah, I have to rethink it.
Get done with
It's
the
he's in check, but it's not checkmate. I'm like I
Yeah,
don't know if I'd want to be on
we're-
which side
no.
of the screen right now.
We're
This
doing
is,
the moves. We're doing the moves.
it's pretty intense.
He moves this way, we move that way. I can't reach him. Get down here so I can hit you with my sword.
In this whole thing, there's only up on the ceiling that gets him from the 15-foot to 20-foot area.
So, all
He
right,
does have
so
spider climb.
let me just look at this spell real quick. I'm not-
Sure.
So Spectral
pull-
Guardian is not necessarily a solid object, right?
The Guardian of Faith
Yeah.
is taking up. I lost the spell.
No, I
didn't
mean,
find
Would my hand just go through it? It's a Spectral Guardian. But if somebody touched it, would their hand just go through it?
Well, the
It does-
damage is done over a radius. I always looked at it as an ethereal thing in the first place, kind of.
So
Right,
this
yeah.
spell is summoned into an unoccupied space and then occupies that space. So technically, yes, but it's your spell, and I can play around with that idea as long as the effect of doing the damage when someone's near it happens. So what is on your mind?
I want to climb it.
Sure.
So if I climb it, then the radius of my spirit guardians goes all
Yeah.
the way up to.
Yeah,
what
I was waiting for that. I was like, he gonna get up on his shoulders. Yep.
All right.
I know. He looks at me and I go, no.
Now, so
No.
you're.
Go over there. Get Vicky to pick you up.
I need you to pick a square, but you're probably gonna pick that square, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that is the
That's a
square.
good square.
Okay. So we'll do that.
Circle takes the square.
And I need you to try to get your. Basically, I'm counting the. It's like 3 squares away from you, so he's out of room. You've covered it. He's out of room.
All right.
You can do more than climb it too. It kind of like helps you up.
Okay. So when I get up there, I can still do something, right? Is that my movement or is that the action to climb?
Well, it's gonna be just your movement. You're fine. Usually there's an athletics check, but like I said, the little guardian's gonna just.
Okay. Then when I'm up sitting on my angel's shoulder for a change instead of him on mine, I'm going to assume the dodge action.
Okay.
And then I'm Vicky is going to quickly run out of the circle. And now she will be able to use her. If she hits, she's going to try to hit the vampire spawn. That's a hit. And now could you put her sneak attack damage since Emil is right there?
Yeah, hang on.
Sanctuary. Did you hit the one with Sanctuary?
There you go.
Ooh. Almost dead. And that is Vicky's turn. Well, actually, is the bonus action, then she will disengage.
Okay.
Run back here. Making sure I have. Anyway, okay, that's it. Gabriel's free shadow still alive. Come hit the bard.
The bard. Gabriel's free shadow. Wisdom saving throw. 14 is not high enough. That's his turn. There's nobody else there to hit. Well, that makes it Straha's turn. At full health, it's finally time to roll some damage on him. Here, I'll make him visible long enough to make the saving throw. He's actually like here-ish, but doesn't really. You can't see him, but he's in your spirit guardians.
Right.
Natural 20 on the save.
Still takes half.
Yep.
Take it. And then does he move at all?
No. No. So what happens next is all of the bats. Sorry, I'm listening. What was that?
He can't move. His movement is half.
So what happens next is all the bats fly in there and spin around Gabriel and then fly out. Now, as they fly in and out, they're all subject to spirit guardians.
Right.
So if you want to roll. Actually, just roll spirit guardian damage. And they're all going to take they actually get the save to take half, don't they, or something? I don't know.
Yep, they do.
We can calculate it. Because they're all also going to. How many times can this thing. Probably just like 30, right?
You can only do 6 hits with it. You'll either do 3 hits of 20 or 6 hits of 10.
And then there's that.
It's
Okay.
60 points a max. And whatever the combination be in between.
Do you want it to target swarm of bats to kill them, or
Yeah, to destroy
all
him.
right? Roll the dexterity save. What's the DC on the dex save?
Oh, I already did it. I'm sorry. I targeted them, rolled their save, and the damage.
No, that's the spirit guardians. Now I'm doing the guardian of faith. What's the DC on the dex save for the guardian of faith?
Do you want me to just roll it on them again?
It's only going to
Oh,
get 3 shots.
Yeah, it's one at a time. All right. It's a DC 17.
DC 17. So this one rolled a 4 and it dies. So that swarms out. The next one that it could kill. The rest of these are at like 15. Did I do something wrong?
No, I'm subtracting how many he has.
This one rolled a 13. Is that
No, that's a failure also.
that's enough damage to destroy that swarm? And then this one rolls a 5.
No, that's all of my points.
So that's enough to destroy that swarm, and that takes the guardian out. You go fall down.
Yep.
You don't take any falling damage. It's just you were ready for it.
He lands on Vicky.
And at that point, is there still a gust of wind going on?
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I did not.
So didn't they have to roll to even be able to move through the gust of wind before they even could have come into the area?
Mhm.
Did they make that one?
I haven't done that yet.
But before they even flew at me.
Looks like. Actually, I rolled for the other 2. They died too. I mean,
Sure.
imagine there's swarms, so it's not like the whole swarm would have been stopped. Looks like half of them made it in. Enough for you to target the ones that got hit and destroy them. It's all
What
going to
was
clear out in a minute.
That gust of wind.
What's that?
What was the DC against the gust of wind?
Your DC's a 14, Christian, or am I wrong?
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
correct. 14.
3 of them made the save.
1, 2, 3.
Is that one, two,
Say were those
three.
are the 3 that.
yeah, 3 made the save.
You probably still have 20 points on that. There's another swarm of bats alive, but you have 20 points left on your spirit guardian or guardian of faith.
All 3 of them failed. So if 3 of them died, then that fits. That was the
Yeah.
same.
That's the 3
Okay,
bank.
then we're fine.
You get 20 points if they fail. You get 10 if they succeed.
Mhm.
That's the only way you get to hit multiple times is on if they actually succeed. It gives you another chance to hit something for 10.
So we can say that the guardian's still there.
Yeah. Oh.
And
Oh
I
really?
will go get that.
That's kind of good to keep Strahd semi-check. And or if the bats come back again. It's all good.
So we'll say he's there for 10. You're still on him.
You push them back. Push them.
Okay.
That's the one you should have dropped on. What's his name?
And
Cedric.
at that point, between the gust of wind and basically they flew in and flew out, kind of a double move thing. Most of them are flying back down this hole now.
Nothing wants to stay and fight.
Where's Gabriel?
You're a cowardly lot.
There.
Come on, I want to show you my plaything.
And that brings us to the end of that round. And now that the bats are gone, it's gotten eerily quiet in this spot.
I guess this is where we're done then till next week. Or is it one more round starting now that you're giving us?
I have to get to that.
Okay.
Marco.
If you guys want to keep going, though, I'll take my turn since I'm coming up, and then
Oh, you're okay. If that, well, we're not going to go too much further. There's not much reason to.
So we want to end it here?
Or we can. Yeah.
Or
Anthony said he'll stay till the end of his turn, and then do you guys want to do one more round?
I'm good for a little longer.
okay.
However you guys
Cool.
want to play it.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that then.
Does she have invisibility? She can just disengage.
Cowards.
And
No, there's things that are going to get a chance. Oh, no, disengage. Never mind.
she
She said the word.
disengaged. Yeah,
It's like
but
parlay.
that's like just about all of her movement, just to walk over to there. Emil.
In. Proving that shit.
No, Emil, go kill Rahaden.
No.
Okay.
If you say that as he moves to here, he'll run off and do that.
No, that's all right. I didn't say it. You already said
No,
it.
yeah, no, you're right.
That's fine.
You're not wrong.
Sorry, no,
There's a hit there.
no, I can't hit him.
He's dead.
Close
Nice.
enough. I can't get close
Your turn, Fjorgi.
enough. All right, Shurgi gets to here, and that's the end of my turn.
Well, no.
Well, he's
What are
dead.
you doing?
Kill the one right behind you.
You didn't notice. Rahadin's dead. So
Oh, you got Rahaden.
Oh,
you do have to make a wisdom saving throw to strike the vampire spawn bard.
all right, wisdom saving throw.
No.
9.
But you can watch her play her violin. That's fine.
Oh, that's nice.
And you can see how the bats are actually like funneling back down to the bottoms of the castle. You can still see them.
All right, that's me. I'm going to bed, guys.
GG. Rahadin dies. Look at that. And this wizard's dead. Oh, he's gone. Oh, the rogue is still around, but he's left. There's no reason to be there.
So, real quick, if I may.
Yeah?
Skyrim Wednesday, yes?
Yes, please.
Alrighty. Everybody be prepared to level up to level 4 mid-game.
Okay.
Right.
And once again, don't forget to bring a pen and a piece of paper.
It's okay. Pen and piece of paper I can do. It's hard to level up when I don't have access to my character. I keep forgetting how weird it is to play when I don't have like access to my character.
Well, level 4 you usually get an ability score or some sort of feat.
I'm kidding. I don't even remember my class right now. Rogue, right? Okay. All right. I'll figure it out.
And you're a swashbuckler, I believe.
I have to
Also-
put them up on my actual characters. I've started putting on D&D Beyond, so I have access to them when I'm not connected to people's fantasy grounds.
Gotcha.
I don't know how you guys do that. Not have access to your character until fantasy grounds is up. I don't know.
Take care, guys.
Michael
Take it
is
easy.
going,
Yeah.
Michael's going to attempt to attack the vampire spawn bard as it runs away.
Okay, he's got advantage on this wisdom saving throw because it's him and the sword making this roll. They're both lawful good working together.
How about
Look
that?
at this shit with the fucking Michael. His name's
Holy
Michael 20.
shit.
Michael 20. That's what I'm calling him. What the fuck? 20.
Oh, he's still alive though. Ow. Oh, those 2s and 1s again. Oh man.
Fucking Michael. Bam. And for the first time ever, we hear Lindsay Sterling miss a note.
All right, Den, can you hit her from way over
Probably.
there?
Yes.
I will need the map for it, but yes, I can.
And she has no problem. And she hasn't been attacking, so she's still under the effects of sanction.
That's 60. He's
She did
got
a
it.
couple dissonant whispers in there. She did dissonant whispers once, vicious mockery twice, and then went back to playing the violin after. Like it's all part of the playing of the violin, but when she's attacking, the sanctuary comes down, and then just kind of went back up. Then you can shoot at her if you want.
Yep.
You missed the wisdom save.
Ooh.
You don't want to keep the 3 for that. 21's definitely a hit. Yeah, you made the save. You made the hit. Roll the damage. Now she's surprised. Like she was supposed to walk away from this. Yeah, she's done.
Dink. No, she didn't. That's
Ah, nice.
I thought she was walking away. Bye bye.
And then
If only you knew a bard, that violin's cool. We'll get to that.
should I use my Hill of Thorns and wipe out the swarm or no?
What was about the swarm's all but gone. They're like down the cavern, down the opening here. You can run over there and shoot down and try to hit something, I guess.
Could you guess where Strahd is and see
I guess
if
if,
maybe
I could roll if I could see him.
Nope, you're not sure where he is.
Is it the impossible?
Yeah. $25. We'll check.
With a 25, could I get an attack with disadvantage?
At what?
could you ready an action for the moment he becomes visible?
He's already taken one shot, so he can't ready an action at this point. No, the more you look around, the more you have no idea where to place that shot. Make an insight check. Standing 5 feet away from you, Dr. Rudolph Enrichten is currently taking his spectacles off and he's cleaning them as if this is over. As if this is over and we're just going to find something else to do. He's acting like we're no longer in combat. And you get this dark, horrible feeling that Strahad's not there anymore. He's gone.
I lower my bow.
One of the
Minus-
swarms of bats was Strahd. Is that
What's that?
what happened? One of the swarms of bats is now Strahd.
Once polymorphed, he's a bat, not an undead, and flew right out.
So every time someone said, I want to take a shot at the swarm, and you were like, they're pretty much gone.
They're not there. They're moving 50 feet. Double move 100. They're not there. He
Well,
joined
why
the
not?
swarm and flew off. Did I do something wrong? Are we good? I don't know.
Well, he moved, though, right? When he was still in the Guardian's zone.
Guardian swung.
Okay, well, I guess we lost another night. He got
lost-
away again.
We lost another night. Ouch. Is that? I don't know if we're not having fun or.
No, I meant like he beat us again. Like he got away.
Beat it, he's got away.
Can we chase him?
Sure, he went down that hole. No doubt about it.
Is Din's turn over?
Yeah.
Din, are you done? You all see.
Action dash action. I'm jumping off and
I love it.
literally hitting the healthiest bats I can find, which look like these guys here.
Okay, I left them there kind of as illustration, but I can say that they're.
I mean, if it's a 1 in 6, if there's supposed to be another swarm there, then yeah, no. As soon as I get wind of that shit, no, I'm taking the mad dive to try and corral one of them, even if it's a 1 in 6 shot.
How do I even play this? Because I was like they flew 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They had to fly in,
Oh,
move around.
and I got a
fly out.
gust of wind coming with me because I don't
do.
necessarily have to end concentration to do any of this. Yeah, no, because they're gonna get hit by the gust of wind first, because I'm going after them wholeheartedly.
I was trying to cinematically say how they were already flying down. And I
Right,
didn't move the tokens in that way, but
right. They're going down the thing. If I can glimpse them, I'm
Yep.
jumping for them, and that gust of wind is hopefully breaking my fall as well as hitting them, bouncing them off the floor, trying to discern anything I can to see which one acts like strike.
how are you surviving this is the only part I'm not getting.
I have no idea.
like once you jump, that's 190 feet to the bottom.
Yeah, it's a berserker thing. I don't know. What do you want me to do?
Well, okay. Make an athletics check.
I have invulnerability. I have.
Yep, you've got a whole bunch of shit on right now. I agree. Make the athletics check. I want to see how far out and you get, how much control you have over this dive. So you practically join the swarm. I want you to imagine this is like what, 40 feet of a cavern. You've jumped out to almost the center, and as the bats are just funneling down, you're now among them and able to swing at what you will. You're convinced that one of these bats in these 6 swarms of bats is Strawhide, polymorphed as a bat. You can start swinging at bats, but can you figure out which one's him? Probably. You have tools at your disposal. Do you take a moment?
Yeah. Vistani vision?
Yeah. It's that one. that one. that one.
That one's a piece of shit. All right.
With
get a swing?
disadvantage. With disadvantage, you can swing at the one that actually the tiny bat that actually is Strahd. And you actually want to roll against the bat swarm, not against the token of Strahd, because he's easier to hit as a bat.
Right. I understand. In the chat?
Yeah, let's
Run
clear
it
the
back.
chat. Let's clear the chat. Go ahead. Oh yeah.
Drop
Did
the
you drop
20.
a 20 to keep a 19?
And hit with a 30.
Do you crit on a 19?
I would love to say yes.
So yeah,
It
roll.
was a function of the one sword, and then it eliminated once I joined it with the sun sword.
Roll
I thought there was something
damage.
that gave me the.
Where's a?
Or no, the 20 gig drops damage. And I thought it did a thing on 19. It allows me to hit again.
Just roll damage against Strahd, because it's like once you do more than the tiny bat hit points, the rest of it goes to Strahd. So
Okay.
yeah, he takes that, and that switches him back to the vampire that he is. And now
Great.
you're
That's
both.
gonna be fun. Grapple.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
$16.
He doesn't fight it. He lets you grab on. How else are you gonna survive? You're Magnus. Anything else?
He's not damaged. Where are we at? So we're like at the 90-foot area?
We started at the 190, and it's been a turn, so it's probably 30 down, somewhere in the 150 spot. Ping.
brace myself for whatever stupid shit I just got myself into.
I was wondering what's gonna happen next too. Gabriel, did you want to take your turn?
I'm somewhere out here flying around, attached to a vampire.
I don't know what else we can do, to be honest. I'm gonna do the same thing that Magnus just did.
Come and grab a vampire.
Okay.
You wanted to be close to the problem.
How low are they in this thing if I come over here with my family? Are they
Where
out of
are they?
the
Oh, you can still concentrate.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm wondering if how far down I have to go.
I keep losing the same map. Like I just shared it, and now it's gone again. Where is it? Spires image. Here we go. All right. So at the this is the 190. That's about where you are. And they're down another 30 feet in this, heading down.
They're down 30 feet.
Mhm.
So if I run,
No, wait, where are you guys? You're at the 90 spot.
I know
So
this is annoying,
this
but
all-
where on the circle are they? Down the 30 feet. You said they were swirling around down.
They were the bats were going along the sides of the cylinder. And at this point, Magnus has hit Strawhod so directly that he's visible. If they're going to fall faster than you can run down the stairs, but it's possible. And I just realized that we actually start at the 90 spot because you guys were here. The hardest hour was at the 190. You guys are below that. You guys started at 90, and then you're falling at this rate. You're about to fall through the.
It doesn't. There's nothing I can do. I'm not
Well,
diving.
not nothing. You could jump down there after him. It'll work.
Well, the Strahd is visible as Strahd now.
Yes, Magnus hit him hard enough to knock him off the polymorph,
Start running downstairs.
or jump off the edge. It worked for Magnus.
Come and grab a vampire. Grab a vampire on your way down. I don't suggest that people try to do what Magnus does. That shit makes no sense. But that's Magnus. That shit ain't supposed to make a whole lot of sense. It's a whole lot of faith.
He is
You
not
can
even
turn-
60 feet away, maybe 50 feet away, and surrounded by swarms of bats.
All right, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at him. I'm going to cast it as a. What do I have left? My last third level spell slot, so that I'll add 2 more d6 to it, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully I hit.
You know what's really handy right now? Hunter Smart.
Okay. That's going to be a miss, isn't it?
21's a hit.
Hit. Nice. All right. 66 radiant damage. Yeah.
Oh dear God.
Bam.
I guess that's it for me. Whoever strikes at Strahd next has advantage on that.
Good. I'm hanging on.
What would you like Vicky to do?
Vicky is going to do exactly what Magnus did,
I love that plan.
and she's really happy.
Come and get some Rogan. I'm pulling back on his shoulders, trying to open his chest up.
I don't know how far down, if she can get to him. She's diving.
Make an athletics or acrobatics check as you jump into this hole and bounce off bats like in the video games. Pew 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 pew.
I don't know which one it was going to be. I didn't know if it was going to be Vicky or the Ranger. I was contemplating him firing arrows as he came down.
You
Well,
get
one-
adjacent. She gets adjacent to Strahd. She's controlling her fall the best she can.
Okay. So
And
she's
Magnus
gonna-
is also adjacent.
Yes. Oh, I'm very adjacent.
13's
That's a mess. Damn it.
a miss. She has 2 attacks though. Her oh, you used your bonus action to get there, didn't you?
You gotta get that sneak.
Yep. hmm
Okay.
All right. Well, she tried. Gabriel's shadow should do the same thing.
Yep.
It's
He got
not
an
Gabe.
11.
For a second, I thought it was Gabe. It was dark up there.
Yeah, he's gonna cast fly. Pink.
Use a heal.
And he gains control of his descent. Now you're holding on to him, right?
Yep.
He's gonna try to break that.
Nope.
Where's his character sheet? Wow. Athletics and acrobatics are not on his list of things he can do. He's got an 8. I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to be. He's not going anywhere. He did cast fly, but you're holding on.
Yep. Yes, I am. Like a champ. Because my
What?
life's a
The hell is Dr. Rudolph Van Richten doing at this point?
blessing the good heroes that are falling into doom. Featherfall.
Yep. Yeah. Sure, you bet. Yeah. Well, now what?
Come over and drop a fireball down the middle of that thing.
I am no wizard, Gabriel.
Or something big.
So he had to double move just to get there, just to watch the show. This could end poorly.
Of course.
And all the swarms of bats are flying around. There's one. You used his once a day. Where's Emil? Is he still alive?
Yep.
He dives. He jumps down. He can't take damage from a fall.
Oh, do you know what? I made a really big mistake. The next person that swung at Strahd was Vicky, and she should have had advantage.
Go for it.
because of the lightning bolt.
That's right. I was actually remembered that second when she jumped in. I knew it, and then I forgot by the time you rolled.
Oh, still a miss. All right.
Vicky, no. She's not used to falling. It's not her thing. Emil's used to falling. That's fine.
3 to 5. Okay.
Eat it. Is there anything he can do as a layer action right now? Yeah, sort of. He's already flying, so he's fine. And I guess we should stop there.
Yeah.
Free falling, yeah. Now we're just.
Half of the party heading for the ground floor the hard way.
I don't know. This was the best way.
Even though it might not have been the climactic event you wanted at the end there, I hope you still had fun.
Oh, it's a blast. It's a
What
blast.
are you talking about?
It
This
sounded
is
like
great.
everyone got sad when I was like, keep polymorphs.
No, this is chess,
Okay.
and I'm willing to play it out. I'm going to take if there's a chance to keep it going. I'm not going to.
I 100% agree with I jumped down after him.
Yeah. Nope. I
I'm
understand.
looking for the there we are. Need to take a peek at come on, where is it? There it goes. The ground floor. No, it crashes. Of course it does. Never mind. I didn't want to look at that. Anyways, fuck you, fancy rounds.
We're like
The
a
map.
bad case of herpes. You can't get rid of us.
The it's probably not even gonna let me see. Okay. There's a
When Van Richten does get up to me, can I ask him if he can teleport me to the bottom?
I'm still not a wizard, Gabriel.
I didn't know you might have some fun stuff you could do.
No.
Because that would have been awesome.
So
You can go to the chamber,
this
cut him off.
this
we get
the
ahead of
3D
him.
map I just shared because I can't share the bigger map right now. This area here, do you see where I'm pointing?
Yep.
That's what you're headed
That's
towards.
the-
That's where we're headed. Once we get to there, the free fall stops and the smash into the stairs begins, and then that trickles down to the larder room, I guess. But Strawhead's flying, and you're holding on to him. The bats are heading down there. Vicky's heading down there. The shadow's a shadow. I'm not worried about him. Emil's heading down there pretty quick. So Strawhead's still heading down. Like you're going. If you're still holding on to Strawhead, he's still flying down with the bats, but he's flying now. He's not.
Right. In full control.
Mm-hmm.
I love
And
him.
the fly spell allows you to carry so much weight, and he can carry you. He's fine with that. So
Yeah, he's a vampire.
he's the vampire.
It's not I have no argument with not dying right now. This feels a lot safer than where the werewolf's at right now. So,
So I was like, does he really wait? I just as the DM, I was like, does he wait out the hour? Does he?
No,
do they-
I don't know.
I was like, all right, eventually he polymorphs out of this, but
No, I like the play. The play was a good play.
he can
I
summon
made
those.
the mistake. I thought the vampire shapeshifting, that nothing except their speed and all that other stuff changed about them when they changed shape. I thought it was different than polymorph.
Polymorph changes type.
But
Remember,
I thought the vampires, the shape changer, when they turn to the bat, like the only things that change are their speed and something else. The polymorph, the spell is much different.
he does have the polymorph spell.
Yeah, that's the thing is he can do things outside of his characteristic, his
However,
racial, so to speak.
His shape changer trait is if Strahd isn't in running water or sunlight, he can use an action to polymorph into a tiny bat, a medium wolf, or a medium cloud of mist, or back to his true form. So it works exactly like polymorph. It doesn't.
Yeah, but regular vampires, when they change shape, it's not the same as polymorph.
I don't even know if regular vampires have that. I know the vampire spawns don't.
That's why, because I've run vampires before.
Yep. No.
They can't speak. Their walking speed and flying, but other than size and the speed, they're unchanged. But obviously, he's not just any vampire.
Shape changer for just vampire reads the same way. There is no shape changer on the spawn, and that's all I have access to.
Well, he should have done that earlier.
He was playing with everybody. He was having fun.
No. He had to figure out a way out.
He was before the spirit guardians hit him. He was at full health, and we were there for what, 20 rounds.
Well, we had to kill all this minions.
I know. I loved it.
Yeah, that was the win in the first place. He's got to find these reinforcements.
Now, when he hits 0 hit points and becomes a mist, that's a different transformation. That might be the one that. And it says as the shape changing trait. So even as a mist, he wouldn't have been counted as undead towards that spell. Well, maybe he would have. I don't know. I thought if they do kill him in there, he might not be able to misty out. Like that might be the end of it. But the cliffhanger, you guys hanging over the edge of this, both Gabriel and
There's no hanging. We're free falling.
I meant the guys that aren't
Where's
free
that
falling. The guys that aren't free falling. Gabriel and Van Richten think the bone ossuary. And Gabriel, you think it too, because Madame Eva said the final fight was in the bone ossuary.
Mhm.
Is that where
The Hall
we're
of
heading?
Bones. Well, you're heading down. It's down there. But you know where the final fight's supposed to start. Just because it's already started there once doesn't mean, prophecy, Anyways, I had fun.
Always.
I loved the magic circle. I loved jumping after him. That makes a lot of sense too, because if he gets away and it all starts over again, I mean that's just a little boring. But he's used his once per day, calling the bats or calling the rats or whatever. That's once per day. It's gone. He's down spell slots. Don't let him get away. And Rahadim's out. That's a big move. He's like a walking spirit guardians. He's got to go. The Heart of Sorrow's down. He's practically invincible without that. That's covered what you needed to cover today. We're getting there.
All right. Well, thanks for the extra session today. This was great.
I enjoyed it.
I did too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'll see
I
you
hope.
guys
I assume you will pay me in kind tomorrow.
No, you guys are kind of at the wrap up there. There's a couple dangers ahead, but we'll see what happens. All right. And I'll be getting on early tomorrow. So if you want to jump on and hook her up.
Yeah, you said I could do the stats, and I can't really change the whole cleric part, right? That's got to.
Just the first level one. Because that's part of the merge. They all become his.
She's a level 1 cleric. She'll just leave that alone because I used too much of that to take that away. Okay, but I probably don't need the level 2. I'll keep going wizard after.
And she leveled last time. I told you that she leveled.
So
you
what
get-
level?
Oh,
What
you
level
know,
is
you
she?
did that while we were playing. That's right. We did that. You did that while we were playing.
Yeah, I counted that. I think she's altogether level 9. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out.
Can you get a level?
Yeah, can you get a level?
Let me think about that.
I mean, he's only rolling around at like 10, 11.
Oh,
he's-
yeah. No.
He's
No.
level 10 or 11. She's level 7 going on 8 or 8 going on 9.
Yeah, that's why she leveled up because she was pretty low level for your party. All right,
But she's got a
How
kick
about-
ass staff.
that's true. She does have a kick-ass stuff.
It's
All right,
like, it's
guys.
like that
See you.
low level.
Can
Can I?
shoot fireballs, man. He redirected shit.
It's like that low level Diablo character running around grabbing all the really high level loot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Patrick, are you still there?
Yeah.
You've been quiet for like a half hour.
I've been like dead and then